Goodness, a level 6 hype train already? I didn't even do anything. Welcome, everyone, and good day. Hello. I hope you're having a fine Thursday. Sorry for the slightly later start. I had a sort of last-minute IRL appointment thing that I needed to make a little time for, but starting now. And ready for speedy Lil Gator times. I hope things are going good. Hold on, let's see. Wanted to pop in and let you know Carrie's playthrough of Celeste had a huge impact on my daughter, who's beaten both the A and B sides, even though she also thinks she's not good at platformers. She credits you both for making her fall in love with Celeste, so tell Carrie thanks for me, and Taco Cat says hi. Aw, that is really delightful and heartwarming. I'm super glad. That's super cool. Goodness, A and B sides. I haven't even done that. That's super cool. I've been feeling like one of these days I do need to go and like actually do all of Celeste, or try. That'd be fun to do. But yeah, that I will tell Carrie. She will be delighted as well. And that's super awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. Heck of a cool way to kick off a stream, I'd say. But yeah, let me start thanking y'all before you get too darn far ahead of me. Gracious. Thank you very much for the 13 months, Mahuru. Thank you for the 26 months, 7 sunless days. Thank you for the 26 months, Is Cards a Rock? It's going to be 26 for a lot of folks today, I think. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the 26 months, Baha Bali. Thank you for the 26 months, Kikazi. 25 months for Lord Trident. 26 months for T.S. Terrapin. Thank you for those 5 gifted subs, Effervescent Winter. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the 26 months, Malcroth. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Lisa G. Slack. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Baha Bali. Goodness. You guys. Y'all are too kind, entirely. Thank you for the 26 months, Ice0001. Thank you for the 24 months, Account Made for Ants. Free space, Gator is Lil. It is such a little gator. It can be even littler now, since last I played it, I think. Since last I did it on like a stream or anything. Because now there's baby mode. It's very cute. Thank you for the 26 months, Naru Hoodie. Thank you for 26 months, Midnight Skies. 26 months on Purple website and counting. Thank you for the 26 months, Smug Rainbow Pony. Boo and happy Halloween to you as well. And thank you, Lisa G. Slack, for the 26 months. Y'all are lovely. Thank you very much. By the way, those of you who've got those of you who are subscribed or have just been gifted a subscription, one might consider checking the emote section, as there are additions. Thank you for the 20 months, Arc Flash Hazard. Fell behind but had to come back. That's okay. Thank you so much for coming back. Falling behind's totally okay. Yep, I see him popping up in chat now. I went on a little bit of a spree kind of yesterday and this morning, throwing a few together. The dig chat one took a bit longer, but
No.
glad y'all have that now. Anyway, goodness, y'all are getting ahead of me again. Gracious. Thank you, Shutara, for the 26 months. Almost 2 years. I know that's... Well, I mean, yes. Yes. It's very weird. Thank you for the 10 months, Katazros. 9 months, my brain is out of clever juice. So it's okay. You're at 10 months now. You need not fear the number 9 any longer. I've been watching your Hollow Knight playthrough, and the amount of times I've yelled at you that you can pogo off of things. Yeah, no, that is understandable. Even trying to be thorough and having a great time at Hollow Knight, there's like so much about it that you can finish the game not fully realizing you're capable of. Thank you very much for the 26 months, IRMAX, for real. I'm at the point where I only have the Prime sub available, so congrats on getting my Prime sub. That's an honor. Thank you. That and healing as well. Yeah, and that's true. Well, if you just don't get hit, then the healing doesn't matter, does it? The secret is to just not get hit. Thank you for the 26 months, Erimnon. It's great to hear that GDQ is running a Gator Bingo. Glad to hear they ran it by you. It's pretty good. But yeah, no, I'm thrilled as well. I was really honored to be invited to pop in for commentary. Still a little intimidated by it, but I'll do my best, and it'll be a fun race regardless. The runners did a little practice session a couple days ago, running through the bingo, and I kind of like tightened up the objective list and stuff as they were doing it, and goodness, it's a fast bingo race, but it was neck and neck every time. It's really fun to watch. But yeah, thank you all for your support. You're too kind. So what's on the docket today? Are we just going to do some casual practice runs or what? Yeah, kind of a bit of a mix. I want to... there's a few like basic things that I want to make sure I have figured out like thoroughly for commentary's sake tomorrow. So for those of you who don't know, I'd put up an announcement on our Playframe like YouTube channel a couple days ago. So there's on the GDQ Hotfix like weekly series show stream thing on tomorrow night, Friday, at 7 p.m. Pacific. There's going to be the Parallel Universe sort of a series show that they do, where they kind of show off like runs of community-made stuff, which includes bingo races. And I actually made the bingo, like the Lil Gator Game bingo thing on Bingo Sync. Just did that for fun, just because Dan and I had done our Banjo-Kazooie thing, and I sort of realized, hey, Lil Gator would be good for this, and one doesn't exist. So let me go and make one. And and yeah, it turns out that two of the best Lil Gator Game runners are going to be doing a couple of races of this tomorrow. And they've invited me on to commentate for it, which is super exciting. So I want to make sure that I've got my knowledge up to snuff. But also, yeah, we may just practice a little bit as well. Just here, let's switch over to game time here. Here we are. Here's Gator. So there's important news in Lil Gator Game speedrunning, and it's old news, but it's new to me because I've stopped paying attention for a little while and then came back and found some delightful new things. So I have not like practiced speedrunning like the any percent or all friends categories in a good while. In part because I just got busy and was doing other things, but also in part because the tech of it kind of evolved past me a little bit, which can happen, especially as more and more people are going in and speedrunning a game. People figure out new tricks, new little glitches and stuff, and there's always a chance that one of those new glitches is going to be something that's like a little technical, or is a little more technical than you are, or than you are willing to practice being. So for some games, like, it starts technical and then only gets bonkers from there. Other games, speedrunning is just basically just about schmoove as fast as you can, be really quick and efficient. But in Lil Gator Game specifically, let me change gear a little bit here because it'll be a little easier to fail to show. About a year or so ago, a trick was found called shield hopping, basically, which is pretty handy when you're doing a speed run and you don't have access to a lot of the other like tools and toys that you would normally have access to later in the game for getting places. And it involves basically doing like the jump shield hop thing, which is a good sort of like vertical and forward movement tool. And rather than like pulling out the glider like I was just doing there, you basically like shield hop, open and close inventory, shield hop, open and close inventory, shield hop, open and close inventory. Like, you basically, like, in going into and out of your inventory really quick, you get your shield hop back and are allowed to do it again. And if you very precisely, like, maintain the rhythm of, like, open inventory, close inventory, shield hop, open inventory, close inventory, shield hop on repeat. And if you get that rhythm really down, you can basically kind of just maintain an almost perfectly horizontal flight through the air. You won't really be able to gain height very much, but you can maintain almost perfect, like, horizontal. And it's quite challenging. Here, I'll try it again. No, because part of it is that it would help. I would be better at it if I remapped some buttons a little bit, but even then, like, I did spend a little time trying to see if I could get it, and it's a little too precise for me. I'm just not a very technical runner. I've run literally one game. There are people who are way better and more practiced at doing these things. And so once that tech kind of got integrated into the run, I sort of decided, all right, I think that like I still may do kind of the old non-shield hopping route for fun now and then, but my days of trying to be competitive at this are past, and that's okay. It's okay it's honestly kind of a sign of a healthy speed running game if it is continuing to evolve well, when you're not there. And it certainly has. But fortunately, in so many ways, a new category has been sort of added to the main list for Lil Gator Game, which is a New Game Plus category, because they added a New Game Plus to Lil Gator Game in a patch update sometime last year, which basically lets you just start a new save with all of your previous toys and tools and such already unlocked, which is real nice. It allows for a version of speedrunning through the game where you don't have to worry about getting enough scrap and doing the right friend quests to unlock specific tools you need for movement or whatever else, which is quite handy. But it also means that certain tools and toys that would really just be utterly impractical for an any percent run because you'd have to go way out of your way to get the scrap or do the quest needed to get them, you just have. Shield hopping is not like a thing you need to worry about in the New Game Plus route because there's a much, much better tool. Yeah, there's several nice toys actually that allows you to do. For one, you can start your run wearing the ninja headband, which not only makes you run around a little more Naruto, but does just have a default faster speed. So you can, from the get-go, have your absolute fastest running speed, which is nice. You can also equip the skateboard. Like, a lot of the shields do have slightly different properties in the way that they work, and the skateboard has the benefit of not really losing a lot of, like, any speed when you're just sliding around. Normal shields, if you're just equipping a regular shield and you start sliding around on the ground, like, you'll maintain some speed, but it's not amazing. It's okay. Skateboard is faster. So you can just start things off with a skateboard and nice and good. That's all fine. The most important thing, though, is that you also start out the run with Ragdoll. And it turns out Ragdoll is maybe one of the best speed tools in the entire game. Who'd have thought? Because, so, like, we've had some movement that are, like, really core to speedrunning Lil Gator Game previously. Like, the bubble balloon has been, like, a really, really important one from darn near the beginning. Because, like, this is pretty nice being able to, like, get a lot of height. I've got infinite stamina right now, so that's kind of skewing the results, but, like, quite handy for getting up, like, vertical spaces, especially because even when you only have, like, base level stamina, you can, like, do that and then another jump afterward to get a little extra, like, boost, like a little extra height, which is quite nice. And eventually people figured out a very fun little glitch where, like, if you do this and then jump, that's going to cost a lot of stamina on its own. You can maybe do it, like, twice before you run out of stamina at base level, which is still really helpful. Like, being able to do that is, like, huge, but that's about as high up as you're going to be able to get. Someone figured out if you go into balloon, manually click to go out of balloon, and then jump again, and then, like, repeat balloon, and the timing's not precise on it. It'll work regardless of timing. It'll just work better if your timing's better. You can, like, in balloon, out balloon, jump, in balloon, out balloon, jump, in balloon, out balloon, jump, and the stamina cost is negligible. So you can, like, really get up to some nonsense that way. Like, Hang on. Like, well, if you have infinite stamina, you can just do this forever anyway, which is nice. But let's see if I can actually get the timing right here. Nah. Now. Timing's terrible all of a sudden. I forgot how to do it. I think I need to keep the... There it is. Like, negligible stamina cost of that. So, like, near infinite, not infinite, but way more verticality allowable on negligible stamina. Viable for any percent, like, super, 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 super helpful. Ragdoll changes everything, though. Because if you can start out the game with infinite stamina, because you have all the bracelets, and you have Ragdoll, and you have the balloon, it turns out the fastest speed you can move, like, there's limitations on how fast you can get moving by most means, but when you are ragdolling, those limits seem to be gone. So, like, if you can, for example, like, let's find somewhere high to jump off of. One of these trees or something. We'll probably do it. Come on, there we go. So if we just jump off one of these trees and ragdoll, you'll notice we'll start getting like a pretty good amount of speed going as we go down. Like we'll get the little cloud trail and everything. If we just jumped, we would fall as well, but we wouldn't fall that fast. If we just jump, you get some speed, but it's not quite as fast. So if you can, with infinite stamina, basically balloon jump, and then in between each of those, do ragdoll for your flight time, you can start moving. Here, let's go from one end of the island to the other. See how long that takes. So if you just do like get into the air. Ragdoll flight. And we're across. This delights me to no end. That Ragdoll, already the best move in just vanilla playthrough, is now also the most overpowered speed tech in the world, is the most Lil Gator Game thing I've ever seen, and makes me so happy. So I haven't actually tried a run of New Game Plus, like, category, but I'm definitely going to be trying that now. Probably sometime today, just for funsies. It's not my main goal today, but I'm probably just going to do it just because we can do this now. And that rules. Good video game, man. Movement in this game is so fun. Anyway. Bingo, though. Let me actually... Here. Whoop. Okay. So, like I said, I've created this Lil Gator Game bingo thing. I've refined the list a bit. Like, if you go to bingosync.com and just look down the list of games if you're starting up a new server, Lil Gator Game is in there, and that's the one that I made about a year or so ago. I've got a refined list now. I'll probably submit this refined list to bingosync.com later on, once it's been proven to work well for the runners in the race itself. But let's just like... Let's start a fresh, non-New Game Plus save here, and start exploring a bit and experimenting, and I want to get a better sense of, like, what prerequisites there might be to certain objectives that I am not thinking of already, that I'm not already aware of. For the bingo race, do they get different cards? No. In this case, so the runners will not know what the bingo card's going to have on it in advance. I'm going to generate some good seeds in advance to feed them so I can make sure that they have a pretty nice balanced race that's not going to take super long or be way too fast. And even the super long version for Lil Gator Game would still be pretty fast, but a nice moderate length. But they will have the same card, but they're doing lockout bingo mode, which basically means they're not really trying to get bingo. They're trying to just be the first to get 13 goals. And it's lockout, so if one of them achieves a goal and clicks it, the other one can't get it. So they can, like, it's whoever gets there to each one first. And they won't be doing New Game Plus mode, so they won't be ragdolling around like that unless they decide to get the ragdoll early on and integrate that into their strategy and their route, but that would be hard to think of a lot of scenarios where you'd want to do that, but you could. So like here, these are just random seeds though. So let's I'm like not actually like speed running this, but let's start a new file and reveal. Okay, so we've got have ice cream with Esme, rustle the cow kids for Velma. So that's two things that's already part of the like the larger main path quest for Avery's stuff with the drama kids. I'd probably not want to have a board that, well, I don't know if I'd want to have a seed that had like two things that you can kind of almost achieve at near the same time. I don't know, maybe it'd be fine. Break 5 things with the Princess Wand, which means doing the quest for Tiffany, I want to say, because that's how you get the Princess Wand. You might also have to build the Princess Wand from scrap. I can't remember. That's the sort of thing that I need to check. Because some of these quests will unlock an item for you immediately. Some of them, they will give you the blueprint, but you have to build it yourself with scrap, which means you have to have acquired enough scrap to build it. Climb to the top of the radio tower. The thing I need to check with that is, can you do that with just one stamina bracelet? The runners tried it and couldn't do it, and I think that they're right. That like, I think you need 2. Its Bites was able to do it with 2. Shovel Claw wasn't able to do it with 1. I want to see if it's possible to do it like jumping from some other place, maybe, but I kind of doubt it. But I'm curious to know if 2 stamina bracelets is a prerequisite for that goal. Destroy Tanner's fake pots, nice and pretty easy. Shoot the bird for Ava. Acquire 6 hats. This is one of those that's like, okay, I need to lock down in my memory which friend quests do you need to do to unlock specific equipment so that I can know, like, okay, if you want 6 hats, who are the quests you need to be looking at? If you want 6 swords, which quests you need to be looking at? Shields, who gives you those? Stuff like that. And yeah, there will be, like, you'll need scrap for a fair amount of that as well. Like, a lot of them tend to cost between, like, 2 and 500 scrap to make. So that, like, cumulative scrap count adds up. Help Jada care for Magnolia. That's part of the Cool Kids larger quest. Do a sick flip for Twig. That's a nice, fast solo friend quest. Chase the beetle to Antony. We've got a lot of individual friend quests that are part of, like, the kind of group main quest things. This is probably not a board that I would include in the that I would include a seed for in the run for Friday. Return Kaysen's broken scooter. It's pretty quick. Beat Tony at chess. That's very quick. Shoot down the mothership for Andromeda. That's literally all of the drama club kids individually here on this, which I guess is fine. Break 5 things with a shuriken. Build Tom's castle project. That should be pretty fast. I think you only need 5 friends collected so far for that one. Destroy the pots, scaring Scooter. Acquire 6 swords. Befriend 20 characters total. Befriend 10 characters total. So first to 10, first to 20. That does sort of incentivize going for friends early rather than focusing on scrap or equipment. Like, depending on the number of, like, these sort of befriend total number of characters that appear, like, the smallest one is 5. I think the largest is 35. If, like, befriend 5 characters pops up, that completely changes how you're going to start this run. Break 5 things with a laser sword. Have 1,000 scrap in your possession at one time, which just, like, the runners are going to have thousands of scrap over the course of this run. Cumulatively very easy. This just incentivizes them to hold off on spending any building stuff for a little bit. Acquire 3 swords, acquire 6 toys. Okay, we got a lot of, like, expensive acquisition stuff in here. Get all bracelets upgrades. Okay, that's a very expensive one. Doable. That's 2,000. No, it's not 2,000, because the first one's way cheaper or free, depending on how you do it. It's like at least 1,600 scrap for that alone. And a lot of traveling around. So that's doable, and having that many bracelets will make a lot of other parts of the run way faster and easier, and knock over 4 trash cans, that's also pretty easy to do. Honestly, I think the hardest thing about Lil Gator Game Bingo is just the mental load. If you're running and trying to route and, like, adapt your route based on what your opponent is doing. Because, like, you're doing at any given time, if you're targeting one of these tasks, you're probably moving progress forward on 3 or 4 other ones just passively in doing so. Which is true of a lot of bingo games, but because this one is so fast and like stuff comes together so quick, like I'm guessing this whole bingo is probably going to be done. Like I imagine this race is going to be about 15 minutes long per each round. Like, which is real quick. That's like just under 1 objective a minute. So like, if we were going for 5 friends, like if the goal popped up that like, okay, break 5 things with the sword, that would be like one of the rare cases, and I think Shovel Claws did this in practice, where like Claws actually went this way first, rather than the traditional any % route going over there to get the shield first, just because like getting the stick and then the sword is like right up here, so that they could like super quickly get to that one and beat its bites to the punch. Yeah, this opening segment is definitely very handy, because I don't think the runners don't want to spend time examining the bingo card before the race starts. So this tutorial section and kind of like the early cutscenes are going to be super helpful for them in, like, it's honestly still not enough time to parse a full bingo card and plan out a route very thoroughly, but it's like, well, maybe for them because they're good at this, but... Let's start by getting a pot. This game volume's a little loud, huh? A little bit. Turn that down a bit. There we go. There's our shield. This is the point in the any % run that back when I was doing it in the day, where we'd like slide down here, use this to get our first bit of scrap, skip the kind of like, hey, you just got scrap, like dialogue thing. But now in any %, I believe, unless it's changed again, the tactic is now to do that shield hopping thing to get from here almost all the way up that really difficult climb. Because otherwise you have to do the really difficult climb without climbing yet. Doing jumps and then shield hopping at the right time to just kind of like just eke up there. Oof. Tricky. I wonder, so in this case, since we have an objective that is befriend 10 characters, I could see the runners opting not to take that route up there, going around the long way, and instead opting to get themselves up here and just go talk to the bracelet monkey friend to spend some scrap and get bracelets. Oh, yeah, because you do need 100 here as opposed to getting it for free. Tricky thing to decide there. What is expected from me as a commentator? It's basically just to try to, I think, to try to explain what the runners are doing, which is going to be very difficult at the speed it's all going to be happening. I think I'm going to, if I can manage to explain how the bingo works and what their larger objectives are, and then try to kind of give a play-by-play after those opening minutes, that'll feel like success to me. Especially in a bingo race where the runners are generally like not talking themselves, and because they're focusing, and they're also like deafened in the video call so that they can't be hearing what other people are doing. The commentator just kind of has to take over like just all the talking and keeping things, like explaining things and keeping things entertaining. And yeah, the runners will have me muted as well. So like, here's one like early, very easy friend that they will almost certainly go for, regardless of route. There's a few like early treasure chests up here too. Treasure chests aren't on the current board, but I feel like here they'll probably just drop down here. I could see them doing the quest for Simon. If they drop down here though, they will probably want. So like this is very newbie stuff that I'm just sort of like thinking with routing here that the runners are much better. Like, I should have 100 scrap by now, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that, because that allows for easier just climbing up here instead of not being able to climb at all and having to find another way. Let's do Avery's thing real fast, which just involves making the hat, which you need 100 scrap for. How many rounds are they going to do? I'm guessing 2. I think 2 is the number expected. So yeah, like that first hat from Avery is, like that's just 100. A lot of the other ones are 300 or more. Sorry, somebody had a question a little while ago. There's an open beta for Monster Hunter Wild this weekend. Will you have time to check it out for yourself, or would you rather wait for the actual game release and do it for the channel? I've downloaded it. I'll probably dip in briefly. I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time with it just because I know I'm going to play a lot of the whole thing, so might as well wait, but I am curious. Nothing on the channel, and probably, I don't know if I'll do anything on Playframe with Monster Hunter Wilds either. Like, I think doing Monster Hunter World and Iceborne on the channel have kind of like taught me over time that I think it's just a better stream game than a Let's Play one. But I expect I will definitely be streaming some, though. So let's see, like on this board, acquire 3 swords is a pretty fast, like, I think everything else is asking for 6, right? 6 toys, 6 swords later. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. And there's a goal specifically for doing something with the laser sword and the princess wand, so those would be 2 good, efficient ones to try to prioritize if you're focusing on sword acquisition. Complete Avery's thing, gets us the glider. I imagine they will also, like, Ragdoll is not involved in the quest at all, but if you've already gone up here and you've talked to Simon, you might as well do this part, even though it is a bit of a... takes a bit of time waiting for Simon to finish ragdolling, but does get you Ragdoll and another friend to the tally, so... Let's see. Stick down here. First sword. Thing done for Jill, okay. At this point, the runners might, like normally any percent, I'd be dashing over here to wrap up the Tutorial Island quest and open up the rest of the island. I could see them, especially if 3 swords is a goal. Yeah, they're almost definitely going to go back here and do... What's this character's name? See, this is why I'm doing practice stuff like this. I want to make sure that I've got all this information off the top of my head. It's Franny, I think. Yep. Okay. There. 2 swords acquired. And it doesn't take that long to do. Oops. I'm so glad that they added a speedrun mode to this game. It's so nice. Yeah, this long cutscene will be a great chance for the runners to have like 20 seconds or so to try to parse more of the board. But then they go. And like we got 2 swords already. What's the first one they'd probably try to go for? They'd probably stop and talk to Esther's, and that's one fast friend, real fast. Like one of the fast. There's not a whole lot of friends you can get just by talking to them, and basically you're done. This would get them a fast projectile. There we go. Zoo will probably be... It's honestly impossible to predict. It was fun watching like how as soon as the tutorial island was over in practice runs, and even sometimes during the tutorial island, their routes diverged completely. Is the speedrun clock the one used for the leaderboards? Yeah, it is, which is nice and convenient. a lot of folks will still use Live Split or some other external tool for like tracking the actual splits in the run more precisely, because the game's built-in timer only gives you a few options, but the in-game timer is the one used for determining the time. It would not be easy to just, with one stamina bracelet, route up to Andromeda to do Andromeda's quest. Because you have to start Avery's whole thing before being able to do Andromeda's to get the sword. Princess wanted to be way faster. Assuming, and this will be the thing to test, do you get the Princess Wand right away, or do you have to build it? Also, where is Tiffany? I know exactly where I am and where I'm going on this island when I'm on route. As soon as I'm lost and having to figure out, wait, where am I and where are they? It gets way harder. Break it. There we go. Is it free or do you have to spend for it? Get 2 friends for doing their quest, which is very fast and a good, easy one for friend count. We're already up to like 10 friends, so I could see this being an easy. Okay, you have to build it, and it's 300, which is not super hard to attain. But yeah, I need to like just make a list for myself to try to memorize like which friend quests give you blueprints, which of them do you have to make versus do you get for free, and how much do they cost. Is there a bingo space for viewing memories around the island? I considered that one. The thing is, I think for most speedrunners, like, I don't think any speedrunner actually knows where those things are. Because they're not like an objective need for completion in any version of the game. Like, I don't know where they all are either. I feel like I almost never stumble upon those things not by accident. So, I think having to both remember where those things are and keep track of how many you've seen on top of everything else might just be adding to the mental load a little too much. The memories don't count for 100%. They're entirely optional. So, in fact, I'm fairly confident there's got to be a memory or two that I've actually never seen just because I didn't happen to go to that spot. Yeah, it'll be a 2-person lockout race. So 1st to 13 goals. So in this case, like, I'm not really speedrunning this at all, but I'm just sort of like seeing what all things have been on here. Build Tom's Castle project, I think, only takes 5 total friends. This is the thing I also need to watch closely because I don't 100% know how this works. So first you do this thing and just build Flink's idea, and that's free. Yeah, oh yeah. So they're for this race they're doing just 1st to 13 because I think especially with how fast these Lil Gator Game bingo goes, I think first to a bingo of 5 could be done in minutes. Okay, this costs 5. First one costs 5. I wish it didn't subtract from the friend count total up here. For the game purposes, I know why it does. It just makes it harder. It means you have to mentally remember what your total friend count is, as opposed to being able to pull up the menu and see. Or at least you have to see what the number is and remember which of these playground construction projects you've completed. Which isn't so bad. And for speedrunners as good as they are, not a problem at all. One of the goals is knock over 4 trash cans, and trash cans are not knockoverable until you've started Roy's quest, for which you need to have grabbed 10 cans like nearby. 1, 2, 3. Which also gets you some scrap, which is good. It's honestly worth starting Roy's quest, even if it's not on the board, just because being able to knock over trash cans for more scrap around the place is real nice. Must have had 10 already. There's a nice easy treasure chest for, like, chests have the most scrap. Pots have, like, the second most scrap. Breakables are the, like, get you the least, but still there's the most of them. Okay, quest begun. Now we can knock those over and get more scrap from them. Like around 30, which ain't bad. Is someone going to be keeping track of that for you? Because, like, that someone doesn't actually mismark a tile? Not really. Like, the runners will be mostly responsible for their own markings of things. But I'll tell you what, the more likely thing that's going to happen, the runners are going to complete like I mentioned earlier, the mental load of trying to keep track all the things that you're meaning to do and how you're kind of advancing several goals at once. It's very easy to, while you're focusing on one task, complete another one without remembering, oh, right, that was a task and I did it. I should check the box. Like, in each run, there was at least one occasion where one runner had done the thing but hadn't realized it yet, and the other runner sniped it. Mental load's the real challenge. We'll do this just to get bubblegum, the superpower. And then, like, I probably wouldn't if I was racing this, because I would be spending 600 scrap, which is almost all that I've collected so far, but I guess I've only got one stamina bracelet as well, so this would not benefit me nearly as much. But I do only have one stamina bracelet, so this is the perfect time to test how feasible is it to get to the top of that radio tower with bubblegum and only one stamina bracelet. Let's see. There is like a halfway point that you can get a little bit of footing to recover stamina, which is nice. But let's see how well it works. Okay. You can get up here, you can get a rest. You can totally do it with just one stamina. Awesome. This is good to know. Yeah, there it is. Haha. King of the world. It's good to know. Darn, I love this game. This is like... I could, like... I'm tempted to just call this my favorite game now, just because it is the one that I just most love getting back into and playing around in. It is an extremely comfort food game. Let's see, that's a third trash can. There's several around. Like, I could go back toward the playground, and there's one more back there I know about. But there's another one just a little further, I think. Down this way, near like Kate and Marlowe. A little off target here, but in the general ballpark. Where are you guys? There you are. Okay. There, that would be 4. Interesting, they give a variable amount too. Like, the first trash can I think gave me 30, and that one gave me closer to 40. I don't know if it's just like... It's probably not randomized. It's probably just that there's a slightly different amount in any given trash can or piece of scrap. Like, let's see. Breaking that gives us 5. This one's slightly larger. 6. Same size. 6. 5. And this one's a much bigger one that takes like a few hits. Or one like shield sled. And that one's like worth 8? Yeah. I think it just slightly varies. Well, hard to say. What a good game. Okay. We could, like, on this bingo board, like, okay, we got 3 swords, which did that already, but let's see. What are the other easy ones here? There's lots of individual friend tasks, which tend to be pretty quick. I've done Build Tom's Castle Project. We've knocked over 4 trash cans. I think we've befriended 10 characters by now. Nope, 9. 9 total. -5 for completing the project for Tom. Let's do one of the ones that's actually an objective. Like, what's the nearest one to here? I don't think it's Eva. It's not Twig. It's definitely not the Drama Kids. It's not Kaysen. Might be Tony. I think it is Tony. Let's win chess real quick. Tony, I challenge you to chess. I win. I love that you could just hit the chessboard with a rock and that counts. And there's 10 friends. You love the skybox? This is a good skybox, actually. I like it a lot, too. It's, like, dead simple, but, like, real charming. Especially with a nice, like, sort of, like, they're really nice approach to doing sort of, like, atmosphere, color fog in the distance. And how it's, like, sort of banded at certain, distances. Gives a really cool look. Good looking game. Break 5 things with a shuriken, which shuriken is one, like, all right, how many of these objectives on here are, like, also moving progress forward on, like, acquire swords or acquire toys or hats? Probably none with hats, because, like, hats aren't functional, they're just decorative. The Princess Wand is a sword. Well, there's not a lot of them. The shuriken is a toy. Shooting down the mothership for Andromeda will get you a toy. It gets you the little dart gun. Laser sword is a sword, obviously. That's kind of it. There's actually not a lot of overlap there. There's a lot of these objectives that'll get you hats, but not a... No, wait. Chase the beetle for Antony will actually get you a sword as well. Like, you don't even have to complete it. That just gets you the bug net. Headband would be a cool one to get as a runner, like giving you an edge. I think... Let's go check on that, actually, because I think Headband is also, like, pretty expensive. I think it's like 500 scrap, which is on the pricier end. It is a pretty, like... It might still be like a... I could see the runners considering doing that quest anyway for friend count, though, because, like, that little cluster of ninja buddies has, like, 3 friend quests all right next to each other. Or is it from here? I think it's the other way. You'd think I have a better mental map of this place by now. How much does this one give? 36. So, yeah, either it is random within, like, a specific range for each breakable or collectible or whatever, or it's preset and there's just slight variation from object to object. Here's a study group, and ninja kids are close to here. I want to say this way. When is this run? The run is happening tomorrow on GDQ's Twitch channel at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And after our Lil Gator Game races, right after, there will be some, I think, I'm not sure if it's bingo races for that one as well, but it'll be Pseudo Regalia stuff right after, which is also a very fun to watch speed game. I need to finish that. Or do it on the channel, or both, not sure which. Because it's also been added to a lot since I did that one-off on the channel. Ninja kids. Here you are. So yeah, if you come out here, like you can do this time trial real fast for, well, or do they have to talk to you first? Okay, I have to talk to you first, then the time trial appears. You can do a fast time trial, which gets you shurikens, which you have to break up 5 little hidden guys. Ideally faster than this, but, you know, getting the job done. There's one hidden in the grass, bushes somewhere back here, and one more behind the, yeah. Not the fastest. That just gets you a bunch of scrap and allows you to open up another quest that would get you nunchucks if that was a goal. It is a sword, though. And the fastest way to achieve it is to manage to throw something far enough to actually hit what's his name from here. That'll be easier to do if I actually have the shuriken, which is expensive, but I think the shuriken's like the throwable with the most range. Oh, did I not complete it? I don't think I completed it. I think I just paid for it and then didn't collect. There we go. You can tell I've not been running this in a while. Yeah, there we go. Range. Still challenging as a shot, especially on controller. There we go. Do you have to complete the trial to keep the shuriken? I don't think you have to complete the trial to keep the shuriken. I think you don't even have to do any of the time trial stuff at all for the shuriken. I think you just have to pay, what's her name? Sierra here, 500 scrap, and Sierra makes it for you. These two are optional, but they do give you nunchucks. Which brings us up to how many total swords? 4. Okay. Shields aren't one of our listed objectives. We've got 3 toys unlocked, 1 that we could spend a lot for. But we need to collect 2 more blueprints at least. Oh yeah, the headband. That's right. That's the other thing that you get for, I want to say, the time trial. The time trial gets you the headband, which only costs 400. That's not so bad. And it does give you faster running speed. I don't know how much our runners are actually going to be running on their feet as opposed to like sled hopping and other stuff, but do need to shift to having that back. There we go. And maybe shurikens instead. Here's a quick, easy friend count. Potkit is quick and easy friend count back here too. Probably better to do this while actually like chasing the bug back for Anthony like you do in any percent, but there we go. 15 friends total now. This is definitely not a anything resembling a speed run of this bingo board, but I'm learning a lot, and that's the point. Actually, as long as we're doing this slow, I've been neglecting thanking people for a little bit here. Let me fix that. Thank you, Zephlios, for 26 months. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the bits, Lord Trident. Little Prince, are you going to be commentating on other people rolling up friends? They grow up so fast. I recall when I first started commenting. It all started when I met the Queen. Thank you for the 26 months, Rogue Link. Hope you're excited for the chance to do commentary. I am nervous about it, but like getting to actually participate in GDQ anything after being a fan for so long is very exciting. Thank you for the 8 months, Simple Chaos. Congrats on being a running commentator. Very cool. Thank you. I agree. I'm excited. Thank you for the 26 months, Landis Maximus. Thank you for that gifted sub, J-Post. Thank you for the 26 months, J-Mac. And thank you for the 26 months, Zorlok Dark Soul. There, I've caught up. Let's see. We do have enough for our hat now, which not one of our goals, but why not? We'll run around a little faster. Can you shoot the bird for Ava with only 1 stamina? I bet you can. If you can get to the top of the tower, surely you can scare off the bird. Which should be like right around... Which tree are you up? Is it this one? Where's the bird? Don't think you have to talk to Ava first for the bird to show up. Maybe you do. No, actually, maybe you do. Hello. There's the bird. Yep. Okay. Nope, doing it wrong. Oh, yeah. Easy. Go away. There we go. I appreciate y'all's kind words and faith in me. I expect I'll be able to do pretty well with commentary as well. The real challenge will just be keeping up. These bingo races go so fast. So trying to explain things concisely and while also tracking what each runner is doing is going to be a fair amount of mental load on me as well, but I aim to be prepared. So let's see. There isn't a quest specifically for doing the study group, but Anthony has a quest for doing. And you get another sword that's already pre-made, or that you don't have to pay for. You get 2 swords that you don't have to pay for doing this quest line, actually. This is a good one for that specific need. You get the bug net right away. There it is. And by the end of this quest, you get the Paleolithic tool. Trying to think, if I was a runner, would I bother? How many of these would I bother doing? Would I try to complete the study group? I'm not sure I would. I think I might just try to get the beetle back here and get the beach rock. I could try to do like breaking these little, well, here, I'll do it here, just kind of in testing and playing around because there's no harm in it, but I'm not sure I would go to the trouble breaking all of those little blue shapes for Jean. I would. I don't know if I have 500 scrap on me. Nope. But that's one place I'm going to need to come back to buy bracelets. Well, having the ninja handband is pretty nice for just faster default speed. Oof. I've never figured out a good, like, one of these days, if I'm actually trying to speedrun this again, I need to actually, like, figure out a process and route for taking these out efficiently. I never spent the time doing that, but I really need to. We should also... Really should have done this sooner, but... Okay. I also need to figure out how... Oop, need to actually talk to Billy. Complete that quest. There we go. I need to figure out how many time trials there are total. I guess it's not the most important. It would be good knowing where they all are, though, because my memory for that is not good. Here we go. I've seen some people do, like, holding the sword weapon down and popping balloon. I think it might go a little faster doing that. I haven't actually tested it, though. So yeah, I feel like if we were just going for swords, like we got 6 now, like that would be completing that, and we don't have to complete the rest of the study group's quest, because Jean would give us a shield we don't need. And completing this for Anthony really would just allow us to complete the big round of quests. It would just add to our friend count, which is useful, but not essential for the bingo, so I probably wouldn't do it. And in skipping it here, if it turns out I did need to do it, that'll be good knowledge to have. There'll be a lesson learned. What are some other easy things to go do? We've chased the beetle. No, we haven't chased the beetle yet. I do need to do that part, at minimum. Beetle. The least efficient route in the world. I'm actually really happy that this has ended up happening, because I made this bingo thing a year ago and really haven't thought about it since. And it was a pretty decent, like, it was a pretty decent list of objectives and everything, but it definitely, like, had its issues. I didn't really have anyone to test it with to see, like, are there certain objectives that are just really a pain that take too long to do, or are there objectives here that are duplicated a little too much, or whatever else. Let's go ahead and do, I imagine they'll probably go for doing the lunch bunch, just because it's like 3 friends, real quick and easy. So, like, apple slices. Well, the tricky part is selecting the right one you're meaning to. Yeah, like, tuning the bingo really wasn't well tuned. It's better tuned now, based on some of their early feedback and just some stuff observed while watching their practice. I've added a few objectives just since having some ideas and removed some others, streamlined some. There's still room for improvement, for sure, but let's see. Beetle. I've overshot again. How many different directions can I go failing to reach the place where the beetle actually is? Beetle. There you are. We definitely need to take some attempts at New Game Plus routing, though, in this stream. I've never tried it before, and I definitely need to start, like, actually making some attempts, getting some times, starting to actually practice it. I'm so happy to involve Ragdoll as speed strat. It makes me so happy. There we go. So that's the Antony quest. If I was running this and actually being tactical, I probably would prioritize the mountain cluster of friends and quests pretty early on. Not only because, like, the entire drama club is represented on this list here, but also there's a couple others, like Destroy Tanner's fake pots, that's up on the mountain. Do a sick flip for Twig is on the mountain. Already beat Tony at chess. Shoot down the mothership for Andromeda's on the mountain. Return case. Goodness, there's a lot of stuff on the mountain. Destroy pot, scaring scooter. There's a ton of stuff on the mountain for this one. This would not be a good board seed for the for the actual race, I don't think. It's a little bit too weighted in one direction. Oh, some folks in here have not seen the Ragdoll flight yet. The new speedrun strat that I'm spending 600 on, because it's the best thing ever. Here, let's break 5 things with a shuriken real fast, since it's also a goal, technically. And then Ragdoll flight, which is not viable for basically any category other than New Game Plus, which is now the only route I will run, because I don't have to learn shield hopping, and it lets me use Ragdoll for speed strats. Because it turns out flying in Ragdoll state is the fastest way to travel. Woo! It's a little tricky to maintain, especially when you can run out of stamina and only have one to work with. Yeah, need more stamina to really take advantage of it. Billy, help. Yeah. No. Let's see here. No. Just never was good at that jump. Thank goodness for this. And it's true, having a lot of goals concentrated in one area can make things exciting for competition. So, like, I shouldn't let that rule out a good possible seed. Hi, I'm a vampire now. It would probably be more efficient to actually go for Andromeda first, since That would add to toy count and all that, and get us the lightsaber. Let's just go ahead and get Mochi there, and also do Kaysen's quest real fast. Grab that. There we go. Hello. All right. There's Kaysen's thing. Oh, wait, Esme, right. Lost track of what I was doing. I'm excited for y'all to see how fast these runners burn through this stuff. Like, in the time that I've just been kind of goofing around, like, tootling about doing tasks, like, they'd have completed 3 races by now. Let's see. Yeah, folks who usually do, like, I'm always a person who favors doing Andromeda first. Trying to remember what the folks who do Esme first, like, what's their preferred route to go from here? I guess they generally prefer going for, like, getting to Velma next, I think. Why do they go to Esme first? I guess if you've done Esme, then you can go down here and you can just fly up direct. I still feel like surely going to Andromeda first, looping around to Velma and doing Esme last would still just be faster, I feel like. I guess I haven't tested it, though. Need a, like, throwable. Break things. Break more things. Mothership, which is another one of the objectives. There we go. And I've done the ice cream with Esme thing. Nice. And we have the... No, we have the Princess Wand and the light laser sword. I should... Gotta make the laser sword for 300, but that's fine. Should just go breaking some things with it. Do a flip for Twig down here. All right, that's 5 with the laser sword. Princess Wand, find 5 more as we go. Flip for Twig. One, two, three. Eh. 5, there we go. Princess Wand. Flip for Twig. How many hats have I gotten? Just not even paying attention. I've gotten 4 and, like, bought 1. I don't feel like spending more scrap, but I wonder how many other ones you get, like the plastic fangs, just for free. I think the bucket you get for doing Jada's quest, and Jada's quest is on the board here. So I might try to, like, save the scrap in that case. Here's a quick, easy friend quest. Is there a reason you made it only 5 things to break? I wanted it to mostly be, like, it's not really about breaking the things so much as acquire this tool, make it if you need to, and then briefly use it. Like, that's really what the goal is meant to be. Break 5 things is just a way to kind of, like, make that consistent as a thing. I guess it could, like, you could bump it up to being like 10 things, but I feel like that could get, like, it's rare not being able to find 5 things that are breakable somewhere nearby at any point in the run. So that seems kind of like a, and by that point you'll have already done a lot of work just for that objective, like reaching the friend, doing the friend's quest, completing it, having the scrap you need to make the thing, equip the thing, use the thing, like that. That feels like enough for an objective, I feel like. cattle rustling, which I have timed on the cycle just like exactly wrong. Terrible cow luck. There's the Velma one done. And that gets you a free hat. That's nice. Oh, no, it's not free. Gotta make that one. Gotta make that one. Doing these fake pots for Tanner. Take those out. There you go. There's so much up here on the mountain. It's absurd. Already broke 5 things with Shuriken. Pots scaring Scooter. I need to figure out which specific pots those are, actually. Okay, we've made 20 friends. That's long done. At this point, it's kind of coming down to just do the last couple of friends quests and get a lot of scrap so you can, afford all these bracelet upgrades and unlocking toys and things. Neil is not part of any of our stuff. That's another kind of important part of Gator Game running is keeping track of what items you have equipped and recognizing that if you do a quest that unlocks an item for you, it auto-equips it, so you're going to need to go back in your inventory and swap back to the stuff you're wanting. Which of the specific ones Scooter wants taken out? Let's talk to Scooter first, because I think Scooter will give me the heads up once I've broken the correct ones. Because I usually just always go breaking pots until Scooter says you're done. But this is certainly one of them. Hang on. Probably this one. Pot's just looming over poor Scooter. Is that it? No. Maybe that one. Scooter? That might not have been one. Was that sufficient? Nope. Oh, these two up here, I bet. Probably didn't need to go breaking that one over there, but maybe. There it is. Okay. That one's a little tricky. Not too bad. I've been trying to decide whether I should make... No. Every time I think about it, I walk it back. I was trying to decide, is it interesting to make completing all these things and doing the end of the game flashback sequence is involving any of the end of the game flashback sequence stuff interesting? I don't think it is, though, because you have to do it last. Because as soon as you go do that flashback, you can't get back to the main island until you finish the whole flashback thing, and then there's the whole end credits sequence stuff you got to sit and wait through, which is long. So it's basically guaranteed that's always going to be the last objective, which I don't think is that interesting for bingo. So yeah, no. Old me was right. Don't add that. Let's see. We've only got one friend quest left that would be on the board, which would be the one for Magnolia, which means starting the Cool Kids quest. We don't need more friends. Do you give me scrap for just doing this? Because, that is another quick way to get scrap sometimes. Just complete a quest and they'll give you some. Not all of them, though. Oh, yeah, you get 109. That's another thing that I need to do. I probably won't do it on stream because that'll be a really boring spreadsheet making process, but I will probably tomorrow before the runs go and actually figure out the precise amounts of everything. Yeah, bingos are more interesting when they can end at any point in the game. I totally agree. Yeah, that was actually a thing that kind of was emergently really cool. Watching the runners practice was just seeing I would see the board they'd get, and I would think, okay, I bet that's going to be the last one they do. And it probably would be one of the last ones, but then when it didn't end up being the last one, it was like, I was always surprised what the winning objective ended up being. And that's really fun. Do a longer cutscene on this one. Dukes, I think, gets you a hat that I think you still have to make. Jada gets you a free hat. And is the objective we have to do anyway. I don't even think you have to complete the quest, actually. Well, I guess we do since it's on the board, but if we just wanted the hat, I think we just have to get this far and... let's see, you need to go up here. Water. And now we have a free hat. Bam. But we should complete the quest anyway. Also get you a big leaf. I think you have to make that one too. Although, no, you get those. You get a shield and a hat for free out of Jada's quest. Interesting. Like shields aren't one of our objectives right now, but let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hats, and we could just spending 300 get 2 others. So yeah, sure. So that would complete like acquire 6 hats. We've got 5 toys. The camera's an expensive one. I'm trying to think of like what are some of the other toys you can unlock that would be inexpensive. Bomb bowling gives you the little bombs for free. Where is that from here? I don't think it's very far actually. I think it's pretty close. I think it's like right around here. Oh, you could also get balloons. That'd be even faster, actually. Yeah. I don't think you have to make them. I don't think. Hey, Dan. It's good to see you. Do we just get balloons? Okay, yeah, balloons are free there. Nice, okay. We're learning. So all that's left on the board at this point would be having 1,000 scrap in our possession at once and getting all bracelet upgrades. The first of those is going to be very easy because we're going to need like 1,500 to get the rest of the bracelet upgrades anyway. So now it's just a fun challenge of like, okay, what would be like the fastest ways to get scrap right now? I think just running around breaking things is not it. Like unless you hit a really dense area. I think doing time trials and really fast friend quests would be the real trick. But like a really like tight cluster like this, obviously like a really good quick target for like 50, which not bad. But like we got like a quick race here, which should get you a decent amount, I think, assuming you actually do decently. Oh yeah, like a quick 50 out of that. Nice. Who else would be like a easy, like low-hanging fruit? Let's get our bubble gum back. It's fat, like easier to do the flight with. Let's do another race. It's even shorter. Gets you a lot, though. Goodness. Yeah, some of those time trials really get you a lot more scrap than I remember. Oh, thank you, Night Valiant. I'm excited as well. I think it'll be a very, very fun little couple of races. See, Barrage is not too bad a objective. Not the fastest, but it's pretty quick. And we could do, like, the thing for Skate Pug out here. We could do Lucas's really quick. Sam's isn't that long. Yeah, because, like, all of our main objectives were, like, half located out on the mountain. It's kind of left a lot of the other quests out here untouched for just quick, easy pickings. This quest gives you a free shield. Let's do the thing for Skate Pug just for fun. Okay. Where is it? This is not a fast Skate Pug time. Decent rewards, though. Yeah, we're almost up to 1,000. And I think if we do the Becca quest real fast, just grabbing teeth and taking it to her. Oop, nope, that's not the way to do it. There it is. Teeth. There it is. I think I already hit the trash can up here. Yep. If there's any items that all runners go for, I don't use X carb. It could be interesting. That could be cool. Like, I wish... The only problem is I don't think there's really, like, a realistic way to do a don't use certain item card. Because, like... That either, like, depending on how you judge it, it has to be the last thing you check off because you did everything else without using it. Or, like when do you check it off? I don't know for sure, but I think we got 1,000, so that's cool. And there's a bracelet upgrade, like, right... There's basically a bracelet upgrade, I think, like, right near the start of each of the... Oh, there's a trash can we didn't do. Not that we have to, but... Scrap. Top of this here... Yeah, terrible. Yeah. There we go. Let's get our ninja hat back. What are we even doing? Yeah, that's a good point. You could maybe as like a modifier, you could do sort of like a achieve this goal without using X. That's that sort of thing you could kind of do. I don't have any ideas for like what sort of objective I would do that with off the top of my head. There's also the factor of like trying to keep the objective as like concise as possible so that like you can actually fit it inside the bingo card. Which is a solvable like challenge, but like just another factor to have to keep in mind. Now we're near the mountain. Let's do that first. Climb radio tower without bubblegum. That one I think would basically come down to you have to like have all the bracelets. You have to unlock infinite stamina and then climb, which is doable. Just means it has like a kind of a prerequisite. Yeah. Yeah, why not? We're here. Do you get scrap for completing one of the mainline group quests or not? You do for individual ones. Do you do for the group? That's your friend count. Like it gives you like 4 at once, 3 or 4. Yeah, 4. No scrap though. 4 at once for like friend count, that's pretty big though. You. No. Gimme. Okay. 1 remains. We need a lot of scrap for it, though. If your aim is good, and mine never is, then there's like a fair number of pots around here that you could hit with ranged attacks, and they tend to have a decent amount each. Well, not tons, I guess, but... Again, if your aim is good, they tend to have a decent amount. I still feel like friends and, like, quick, easy friend quests and time trials are probably the fastest way to increase scrap. Otherwise, though. Like, we didn't do Gunther's quest, and Gunther's super quick and, like, right here. I think right around here. Gunther? Where are you? There you are. Because you just talk to them, follow them a few steps, talk to them again, talk to them again, done. For 50. And I don't think I turned in the quest for Jean. And that gives me none. Okay. Well, it gives me a shield for free, but for this bingo card, that would not be helpful. There's some other time trials around here. There's Pepperoni's obstacle course, which is not the fastest. Who else is like fast in this area? Penelope's not the fastest, but you're also breaking a lot of things while you do it. I guess you are the obstacle course as well. I thought the main friend quests gave scrap. I think a lot of them do. I just think not all of them. Maybe it's the main friend quests that give you a free item that you don't have to unlock. Maybe they don't give scrap on top of it. That'll be a thing I have to like kind of figure out on my own time. I think other people have figured it out before. I just whack. Let's see. Come on. The one thing that could convince me to try doing like runs on mouse and keyboard with Gator Game would be aiming, like, to try to hit distant targets. That's the one disadvantage I have. Or one of the main ones that I have. I just prefer gamepad considerably. Okay, no, not a whole lot of scrap out of Pepperoni's time trial. Good to know. Although there are a lot, like a fair number of time trial goals in the list. It didn't show up on this card, but there's like some specific goals that can be like complete. They can be specific ones like complete Pepperoni's obstacle course or complete Skate Pug's trick course. But there's also objectives like complete 3 time trials, complete 5, complete 7. Which you can do like the little races that show up in various places, but you can also do like these obstacle courses and things like that. Like they also count. There's also like a bunch of treasure chests actually just out on the tutorial island. I think if well, I don't need this scrap anymore. Now I've got enough. But if I did need to go get more quickly and I happen to be on that side of the island, that's probably where I'd go. It's like 4 or 5 out there. Study group, where are you? I'm going the wrong way. For some reason. Study group part of the island is always the one where I get the most turned around. This way. Quick. Gotta get up top. There we go. Give. There we go. And that would, well, I'd have gotten 13 goals a long time ago, but that's all the main objectives. But now that we have infinite stamina, for those of you who have not yet seen the glory of Ragdoll Flight, turns out in Ragdoll State, you travel faster through the air than you do outside Ragdoll State. So if you have infinite stamina and the balloon to keep kind of giving you little jumps and stuff, You can just fly. It's glorious. I love it. It's the most Gator Game thing ever. The only speedrun category it's viable in is New Game Plus. But that's okay. It just means that that's the category I run now. Well, the category I plan to run. Why not? Let's do a quick take a quick break from bingo things just for a moment and just sort of have a quick look-see at what the route for New Game Plus looked like. Create New Game Plus file. Off that one. There we go. I need to actually, hang on. Let me, I need to go into this file and actually start out making sure I'm equipped with the things that I want. So, okay, this is not what I want to be equipped with. I want to have Ninja Headband for fastest running speed. Stick is fine. Maybe there's other weapons that are actually better. Not sure. Skateboard. And yep, those two. Bubblegum and Ragdoll for flight. We are dressed for success. Are there any objectives for making an outfit, like equip the Space Dome, Blaster, and Laser Sword or something? That could be a kind of fun one. I could see considering that one. Because that's like the equivalent of the acquire X number of this thing or this thing or this thing, but mixing and matching categories. That's kind of a fun idea. I can think about that one. I'm trying to think of like... Here, let's dip back into that file real fast just to look at what sort of like ensemble options, like themed wise, could all go together. Because I think it's a limited number. Like the adventuring kit of adventurer hat, sword, shield is pretty, like, you get that at the start kind of by default, so that didn't really do anything for you. You could do the, like, artist loadout of beret, paintbrush, palette, paint. I have to decide whether including tools is worthwhile, but like paint blaster, I guess. That one's a little bit less of a... These are slightly less on theme in some cases. Probably be best to just like keep it to 3 for many of these, but yeah, like beret, paintbrush, art palette. Space Dome, Laser Sword, and there's not really a shield for that one, but for that one you could do Space Blaster. So yeah, you could do like for combinations of 3, the exact categories may vary. I think Plastic Fangs is about all you got for vampire theme. Kind of the same for detective. Yeah, more or less. Bucket Helm's not... I guess you could go for just sort of like Trash Warrior. It's kind of shaky as a theme, though. Skater might be something. Maybe? I don't know if there's a sword for it, though. You have 766 seconds to make 35 friends. Go roll up lots of friendly items for this Katamari, Lil Gator Prince. I'll make an effort. Thanks for the hydrate reminder, by the way. And thanks a while back, Emmons, for the 24 months. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I'm not sure there's another good one for... I guess for Ninja, you could do headband, nunchucks. It's not really a shield, and shuriken. That kind of works, though. It's not a bad idea. I'd have to see if I could make them concise enough to fit in the bingo card and be parsable. Could be interesting, though. Anyway, well, let's get ourselves kitted out for our first... Well, this won't be an official New Game Plus run. We'll just... This will be testing. This will be sort of feeling out what the route is. And yeah, the current world record for this category is 12 minutes, 46 seconds, it's 12 minutes, 20 something seconds now, I think, which is pretty, like, it's impressive that it's only about 40 seconds faster than any percent. It kind of makes sense because, like, any percent is, by the time you're halfway through the run, you have a lot of similar tools at your disposal. And I suppose it is only, like, when any percent world record is like 13 minutes, 10 seconds, shaving 40 seconds of that off that is pretty substantial, actually. Still, though. But okay, we're kitted out, I think. So, back to title. Let's kind of walk through the route here. So start here as normal. As Baby Gator, you don't have any of this stuff. Then cutscenes. The route's very similar to the any percent, but obviously you're using ragdoll flight throughout, and they're the precise friends you go for to reach 35 friends total varies, because there's some friends that are in any percent mostly because you want specifically the equipment you'd get from them, and here that doesn't matter. So in this case, we could like start by ragdolling over here. Talk to you. Gotta figure out the best way to like exit ragdoll state after flight. Might be jumping, but I think it might just be like clicking out of ragdoll. That's probably the fastest. I think from here, yeah, probably still best to do this. There we go. Just for Gerald's easy friend count, and then launching immediately up to... What's the needle we got to thread to get from here to Avery fastest? Because that's where we need to go next. So it's like from here... That's not quite it. It's close. It's like... Avery is like here... Okay. Okay, so we're kind of like threading the needle between these mountains here, I think, is the idea. Yeah, close enough. A little more to the right than I went, but that's kind of the idea. And this is nice because we don't actually have to make the hat. We have the hat already. We just get the glider and that's done. Then we launch ourselves down here to get the sword. This part's the same, more or less. Flop over here. Wah, too far. Yeah, I'm gonna... Learning to control the ragdoll flight will be the real challenge. That's true, Spiller. You could keep it, like, real concise if we were having to, like, tell people to equip specific themed sets. Just keep it real concise and just say equip headband, skateboard, and nunchucks. Because yeah, that would fit pretty reasonably. That could make it work. All right, now from here, this is where the route changes. Normally, any percent you fly over, like you hop over here because you can't fly, and you just try to go. You talk to Esther, maybe Zoo to get your first throwable, but we don't need to talk to either of them. So instead, we would, from this starting position, instead launch directly up here toward Lunch Bunch, since they're just right up top. Whee! Yeah, okay, just tapping Ragdoll again to exit the stage is the fastest way to exit it. Apple slices for you. Lasagna for you. Chips for you. Done. Might ride across here just to get the extra scrap. I don't know if it... No, it's not needed for anything. We don't need scrap for anything. We have everything. It's going to take a little while to get in practice of knowing that. Should Eva be included in there? Let's say no and see if we have enough friends at the end. Trying to, like, I've watched the world record route once, but I do not remember every single step, so let's feel this out. This is pretty similar to any percent. Then we figure out a route that's actually fast to take out all these things. Like, you know, like this, but faster and better. Is there another one over here I missed? No, good. So, yeah. Much improvement needed on this part. Yeah. But Ninja Run helps a lot over any percent, but everyone has that for new Game Plus mode. Okay. Do thing for Billy. I don't think I need to talk to Billy first. I think I can just do this part. In fact, maybe this is probably something that I should have done after Lunch Bunch. Go directly down to see Billy. Do that part, because then I can come back here, talk to Billy to complete Billy's quest, which will make Billy pop up in other places in the island. Which I don't think I really need for traversal anymore, but easy friend count, and I still need to get the beach rock over here. I don't need to go interact with Ninja Kids anymore, since I don't need shurikens. We'll quickly do... Nope. Trish Quest. And also Pot Kid. There we go. Keep the beetle going. Talk to you. Beetle's still going, right? Okay. And sorry for the lots of particles and screen shake for a second here. I think that is faster. Doing both balloon spamming and holding the weapon button. Okay. Eh. Gel? No, don't sit. My nemesis. The seating interaction. Okay, what will we do from here? Might do the same thing, and I think the next thing would be trees. The next thing would be doing Tiffany's stuff, since it's pretty fast and gives you 2 friend count pretty quickly. My old muscle memory is definitely throwing me off a little. I don't have a throwable equipped right now, nor am I going to stop to equip one. There we go. From there, I think we do much the same. Launching across here to... What's her name again? Robin, right, Robin. Still don't have a throwable equipped. That's fine. Cool kids. Eh. Much practice to be done. Relaxation, my nemesis. Ragdoll flight looks good at this point. It's coming along. There's lots of room for improvement still. Highly recommend watching the current world record. It is very fun watching Gator just ragdoll over this entire island at the fastest possible speed. Do they do this one? They probably do. Oh, well, I can't knock that over because I haven't... this isn't all friends. I've not stopped to start Roy's quest. I don't think I need to do that. Well, it's fast. It gives us a thing. I do need to have some weapon equipped at some point if I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to figure out like when the best time is to swap. To do Tony's real quick. And then switch back. Yeah, that's right. Supposed to do you first. There's that. Menuing, always the speedrun nemesis. It doesn't seem... It does seem to be that way, doesn't it? How do JRPG runners do it? Can't imagine. Now we fly over here, grab teeth, but fly better. There we go. Yeah. Rhythm bad. There we go. There's you. Duke's around here, actually. I think I might have overshot. Yeah, I should have probably do Duke first before going and seeing Becca with the teeth. Let's see. Doubt. Lie. Truth? I think it's supposed to be doubt, truth, lie. I think that's the faster... Or lie, truth, doubt. I need to figure out what the fastest actual combo is. I think it's lie, truth, doubt. All right, already saw Becca, so now we run over to Jada. And by run, I mean fly. Whee! Grass clippings. Yeah. Splash. There we go. I'm so happy Ragdoll is viable speed tech now. It's the best. There we go. Whee! It's the best news in the world. Okay. Yep, there we go. There's Cool Kids. We do need some kind of Lil Gator emote. That's a good point. What should the, like... What should the Lil Gator emote be? The Lil Gator Game Discord has some lovely emotes, by the way. Obviously can't steal any of theirs, but... They got good emotes. Alright, there's that. What would I prefer? So now there's the thing that I'd need to figure out. Because I don't know if my route would... I don't know if I'd do the same route as current world record holder currently does. What have I currently got equipped? I have equipped what I want, so maybe it's best to go ahead and take advantage of that to get up here to Drama Club, start that up. I think since I do have Ragdoll Flight, I actually would do the more traditional Esme first route. And here, go up and actually do 2 other friend quests real fast since I'm over here in the area and zoom in anyway. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now buy ice cream. The fact that Ragdoll Flight has a smoke trail makes it seem like Gator Meteor on collision course with the island. Yeah, it's so good. I love it. And the fact that there is a smoke trail, which doesn't happen otherwise, leads me to think that, like, the devs knew of this potential. They knew it gave you top speed. Maybe not, but it sure seems that way to me. Doing Zoo's quest real fast would probably be smart, just because it's right here, and we already have the rock. Oh yeah, because we don't even have to throw the rock. We do have to menu ourselves back into having bubblegum, but that's okay. Andromeda! I'm here to fight aliens! And I'm just going to actually equip the Dart Blaster right away, since that's what's going to get equipped. Since I need a ranged weapon, and that's what's going to get equipped immediately after this part anyhow. Might as well just do it manually. Meh. Poor aim. Poor and bad. There we go. Okay, now we get our gun back. Go to a flip. Here we are. Ah, you're not where I expected. Flip. Flight. Let us console Louisa. Stop ragdolling long enough to console someone. There we go. B cowpoke. There's you. Wow, that's like perfect cow kid luck. Almost. Come here. And now we don't need to do anything else up here. I think we can just launch ourselves up and fly direct. Yep. Yep, almost done. That's the third cluster of like main friend Golden Path quests done. I think we'll have 35 friends by the end of this. Total count. We should. Unless I've missed something. Oh, we've missed 2. Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would have been 2 other good friends to grab along the way? Who might we have missed under these circumstances? I think we did Tiffany and Carol. Do I have the, well, yeah, I have everything. That's not a good indicator of having done something. I skipped Eva earlier, and so that's one friend that we definitely could have done, and increase the friend count by 1. And yeah, we did do this one, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that one's all wrapped up. We did Pot Kid, we did Trish. We could stop for Ninja Kids. I don't think that's the ticket, though. With Ragdoll Flight, Eva's Quest is super easy and on the way, so that's definitely one to hit in passing. Penelope's is too slow, I feel like. Where are you, Eva? There you are. Yeah, because that'll just be like in passing on the way to study group. Just fly over here, bug a bird. There we go. Done. Moving on. Now I guess we have to go back and talk to you. Maybe I should consult the record holders run, see whose I missed. Maybe they did stop at some point for Esther, for the deer early on. They could also have stopped for Gunther, but I don't feel like that's right. And they don't ever really come back, like you don't have a reason to come back through here to talk to Esther. Who would have been better? Tom is one. Okay, actually, we just needed to do Ava, and then I think if we talk to Tom and do Tom's, that's one more friend added. Let me see if I'm right. No, Tom gets added as soon as the phone call, after the phone call on Tutorial Island. That's when we get Tom added, so we're still short one. Who would be the best one? Not Samantha, not Bomb Bowling, not... Who would it be? Definitely not Roy. You gotta have so much scrap to befriend Roy. Could do this one, but this doesn't feel like the fastest either. Maybe Viraj? Maybe. Sam's also an option. Doesn't feel like the fastest. I feel like there's someone fast I'm forgetting. Last is the friends you made along the way. Ironically, no, it's the one you failed to make along the way. That's the real speed run killer. Is the friends we failed to make along the way. Well, since this obviously isn't like a real proper attempt, let me back to Tutorial Island. in record time. Wherever it is. I love this power so much. It could be that it's like viable and worthwhile. Actually, maybe it is to immediately hop back here immediately after the tutorial part where we take the stick down to Jill and finish her thing to hop back up here real fast. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's so fast. That's it. That's the thing to do. Okay, all right. I think we have our route kind of figured out now. We just got to remember to actually stop and do Ava, stop and do Franny. And that's the ticket. Okay, all right. Even with all that time loss, it's not too far behind the speed of my first any percent attempt. Okay. Actually faster than my first unrecorded any percent attempt, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, let's actually though. So begin. Let's see how we can do. Thanks for the 20 months, Game Worm. Appreciate that. And for the bits, Simple Chaos. Is this your friend ball, Little Gator Prince? No. This seems to be only 34 friends. Far too small for the cosmos. Try again. Yeah, that 34 friend count would disappoint the king for sure. We would be judged harshly. Eye laser beams and everything. Is the ragdoll flying a new discovery in Gator Game speedrunning? Not new. Like, I think it's actually been around for months. I think I only just learned about it. And it's not really usable in any category except New Game Plus, because that's the only... Oops. Don't want to do that. This is the only category in which you have time... Well, you can get the ragdoll because you don't have to waste time getting it. You just get it for free. Okay. Not exactly a textbook start, but good enough. Avery. Then to the sword. Whee! Darn tree. Trees are now the real menace. I mean, they were kind of a menace before, but now they're really a menace. Because they will interrupt your flight. Okay, quickly. Sword, thank you. Whee! Yeah. That's definitely faster than my any percent tutorial island time, which makes sense because usually on tutorial island you've got like nothing for tools. Does the headband still help with flight? I don't think so, but maybe. I don't think so. I think it only helps with your like on the ground running. Okay, here we go. Hello, kids. Lunch bunch. Apple slices. Lasagna. Chips, okay. Right. Whoa. Went so fast I clipped through our friend Billy. Rude. Social faux pas. Oh, and this just takes us like right here. Dang, okay, yeah. I'm feeling good about our route, and we're gonna have to come back through here anyway, so we'll talk to Ava again a bit later. Or we'll try that. If it seems like this is actually slower, then we'll go back to Ava first before coming over here. But I feel like we're gonna have an opportunity to talk to Ava along the way. And up to Jean. But better. But way better. Goodness. Too fast, Gator. Okay, now let's talk to you. There we go. Don't know if that's the fastest way to do, like, fastest order to go, but I don't hate this as like a starting path for taking these things out. It's not too bad. Oh no, I missed one. Oh, there you are. And there, okay, yeah, nope. Much refinement to make on this part. This part, it's just rough. Okay, now we talk to Billy again, complete that quest, and get Beach Rock. Whee! Now Beetle. Okay. Sail through the woods. Fly with our beetle friend. Talk to invisible friend. Pot Kid, you're next. And I normally would throw rocks, but oh, definitely should have shielded through that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's go. Come on. Make sure the beetle goes the rest of the way. All right, cool. Okay. I'll have to actually test more of this later, but I really think this is actually faster than just hitting it. Okay, there's you. Gotta find a faster way to get up here to Gene. It's definitely way faster than any than my any percent attempts. Which tracks, but feels satisfying. Okay, direction, this way. Navigate through the trees, that's gonna be the rough part. Eh. Like that, but better and faster. Sorry, didn't mean to hit one of the things. There we go. Now you. And you. There we go. Now we fly again. Gator fly. To Robin. Where's Robin? Robin, we've lost track of you. Robin sighted. There we go. Lost a few seconds. That's fine. There we go. Making pretty good time. It's true simple chaos. It's wild that even in speedrun mode where it's blitzing through all the cutscene text, the dialogue sounds are still like really satisfying and pleasant at high speed. It's so nice. All right, gotta talk to Joe, who might be at a random point on his path. This is fine. That pose is fine. Okay. Dawdler. Okay. Need to equip ranged weapon. Faster than this, though. Wind chest. Equip our stuff again. Yeah. That's gonna take some practice. All right. You. Yeah. Nope. Wrong. Okay. Lucas. The time has come for roleplay. Doing good. Okay. Shark teeth. Let's go. There we are. Duke, where are you? You are to be on trial. Lie. Truth. Doubt. Shark teeth. Jada. It's a little too high. Unnecessarily high. Gets the job done, though. Break thing with shield. That's honestly faster than any other way. For me. Okay, now we go back to Cool Kids. Oop, a little off target. It's fine. It's not too shabby. Certainly not on world record pace or anything, but it's not a bad start. Okay. Let's hope for good luck with where the mouse is. That's very good luck. That I kind of overshot, but that's fine anyway. Okay. There we go. Trauma kids. Hole in one. And vampirism. Up here, say hi to Mochi. Yeah. Scooter. Yeah, come here. Now we buy ice cream. Yeah. Correct moves. Do them. I very much appreciate this little sequence. It gives you a nice little, like, cutscene break, even speed run. Quick second to collect thoughts. Yeah. Ice cream break. There's that. Quest for Zoo real fast. Get the bubblegum back. Andromeda. That's some good flying right there. Why don't we do it like that good every time? Precision shooting. Expert. Yeah. Not great, but come on, man. There you go. Okay, bubblegum's back. Time to do flips. For you. Console you. Wrestle cow kids. Like you. And... child. Come here. No. Not the best luck there, but having ragdoll flight really minimizes the difference that bad cow luck can have. Gator coming through. Yeah, goodness. World record this category was 30 seconds ago. Which we're in the home stretch, but we still have like a minute left, I feel like. Yellow. Yeah. Yeah, there's something extremely funny about Lil Gator just plummeting down to earth like a meteor to befriend people and do small tasks. Yeah. Might just be faster just doing little shield hops to get around here, possibly. Rather than overshooting with ragdoll stuff. This will be the route I have to figure out, because I don't have to follow the path anymore. But where's the destination? Okay, it's way more this way. Good to know. Hey, hello, Dan. Welcome, and friends. I'm speedrunning. Poorly. Ragdoll flight tech is the future. I've way overshot. Where's this thing? Oh, no. I think it's like this way. Where am I going? Yeah, this is the thing where it's going to really mess me up. So normally I'd get that, and then I think... so turned around in the fog. This is it. Okay, this is the path. Then we go up here and fly around. Hello, everyone, though. Welcome. Hope y'all are having fun over there. I am back to speedrunning Lil Gator Game. Because now there's a New Game Plus category in which ragdoll... whoa, goodness, Gator. In which... Did that actually work? Yeah, I guess it did. In which ragdoll flight is viable. And it's the best. And there's time. Room for improvement, but it's not bad, actually. Let me see what the board actually looks like. Lil Gator Game Speedrun.com. Yeah, world record is from Piranesi. 12 minutes, 24 seconds. Darn impressive. Second place is like 30 whole seconds behind that. The income taxes. And then Terrier very shortly behind that. Terrier is like one of the better runners in the other categories as well. Yeah, Terrier has second place for any percent. Not a bad first attempt, though. Welcome, everyone, though. Sorry I couldn't give you more of a hello. But thanks for the raid, Dan. Were you doing more Satisfactory over there, or were you doing something else? I know you're still kind of hooked. Yeah, let's try the New Game Plus run route one more time. It was indeed the factory that Satis built. Excellent. I need to dip into that a bit. Because the only time I tried Satisfactory was with the first original alpha release, early access, years ago. And I'm confident it's a completely different game now. That's fun, though. I'm so glad that the New Game Plus category, speedrun category has been added. Because the shield skip, the shield hopping tech that they found about a year ago is really cool. And has allowed for the best possible times on any percent, but it's just technically a little beyond me to do, and I don't feel like spending hours and hours trying to learn to do it. So having this category where that gets replaced by Ragdoll Flight, the best thing, is my favorite. True. It is we did just do a top 10 speedrun time, but that's easier to do when there's only 8 people on the board. Granted, we're not last on the board, but we're pretty close. That was just our first try, though. There is room for improvement. Let's try one more go. We may not do significantly better, but it's fun. And that's kind of also why I love running this game. A single run does not take very long at all. All right. Wait, no, wait, hang on. Create new game plus file from that one. There we go. And attempt number 2. Here we go. Gator zoom. Gotta toddle fast. Yeah, I do. It delights me to no end. Like, there's simple little animations in this game, but, like, I love that Gator's swimming speed is faster than his land speed, because, like, of course, it makes sense. He just toddles around on land. But swims fast like Gator in water. Yeah. Not the fastest. There we go. Yeah. It's so tempting to like get in one extra little hop if I'm worried I'm not quite gonna clear a ledge or something, but in doing so, so easy to overshoot. Here we go. Yes, right on target, more or less. Good, good. Good, good. Whoa, where are you going, Gator? That's funny. Game's really not prepared for you to be friend interacting at that velocity. What is it, little Gator Prince? Oh, a friend ball. Yes, it's a very nice size, but you took so long. I forgot to ask you for one, and now I can't remember where in the cosmos I wanted to put it. Do it again so I can mull it over, yes. Y'all are pretty good at, like, the passive-aggressive King of Cosmos judgment, like, vibe. Y'all have really captured it. Lunch bunch. Apple slices. Oops. Wait, who did I talk to? Oh, that was Brittany. Your apple slices. Your chips. Here we go. Billy. Right now. Launch ourselves right toward Eva. Go bother a cardinal for no reason. Probably faster to go to Jill, actually, just going around this way. Well, maybe. Still undecided on whether to go talk to Ava again first or after chatting up these nerds. I could see that going either way. There you go. Okay. Don't miss any back here. We are missing some back here. Think we missed one again. Nope, got it. Good. Yeah. Good enough. Billy! We must converse. Beach Rock. Such a fun game to speedrun. Sail through the woods. But better and more sailingly and ragdollingly. Darn. You're invisible. Yeah. There we go. Beetle, you better still be here. Okay. Not the most optimal, but that's fine. You keep going. Okay. Sorry about any flickering with this one. Almost done. Good enough. Yeah, there are new emotes. Haven't mentioned that since the start of the stream. So if any of you have popped in since the start of the stream, we have several new animated emotes in here. Gator's done quick indeed. Thank you very much for subscribing. Okay. To Tiffany and Carol now. Stay on target. There we go. Now we go to Robin, and let's not lose track of where Robin is this time. There you are. Goodness, ragdoll flight is fun. I adore this category. I adore the really technical, hard thing to do, which is also less fun to watch. Just being naturally, organically replaced in this category by the most fun thing to do and watch. Go! Pick a pose. Yeah. Perfect. Don't know if I have to talk to you first or if I can just start breaking things. Probably just breaking things. There we go. And then... yeah, I gotta figure out better menuing strategy. That's still the thing that's messing me up. No, I didn't equip the right thing either. It's the worst. Win a chess! Okay. There we go. Floofy bull. Go. Roleplay time. Now we fly. Find shark teeth. Too far. Put Duke on trial. There you are. What a good video game. Got the order wrong again, but that's okay. We're fixing it. Becca, I have your teeth. Jada! Oh, that was like pinpoint precision. Landing right on and talking to Jada all at once. It's the best. All right. Good. Didn't like overshoot too much. Probably didn't save that much time regardless, but still. Oh, bonk. That's not what you want to do. I think we're doing better this time, though. Yeah. There. That wasn't better, but... more this way. Not too bad. So around 9, 16, 18, 20. When's the split gonna hit? I think I turned those splits off, actually, now that I think about it. That explains that. Let's put those back. Mouse, where are you? Uh-oh, where's Mouse? Madeline. Oh boy. Not the best luck there. Bad mouse RNG. There we go. Vampirism, hole in one, let's go! There we go. Satisfying. Mochi! Yeah, that could have been faster, that's fine. Whee! Grab. There you go. Yeah, there's definitely lots of room for improvement in refining my, like, balloon hopping and ragdoll flight. Like, I'm doing fine, but, like, there's a lot of sloppy imprecision to which ones I'm using when, and I'm not always hitting it in, like, the maximum speed version of it, so I think cumulatively there's a lot of time save that could happen there. Yeah, no, this New Game Plus route is extremely fun. Highly recommend if you enjoy Lil Gator Game and want to try a hand at speedrunning. It's never been more fun, I think. Because now you ragdoll fly. I think one mistake I've been making for speed is I've been sometimes when I need to get moving pretty fast, but also get really high up, I've been prioritizing the high up first and then ragdolling from there, but I think I'll have more momentum if I go ahead and do like an early ragdoll and then keep on balloon popping from there, because I think I'll preserve some of that momentum as I go. Pretty sure. It's kind of feeling that way. Okay. Ah. Bad aim. Bad aim. Twig. Yeah, overshot a little bit. Cat hole rustling. 1, 2. Come on, you. 3. Good enough. Aim is a little off, but that was pretty good. I think I'm doing a little faster than last time, not much. And I lost a ton of time in the memory thing at the end by losing losing track of where I was, so we can definitely improve on that front. Tom! I'm here to build. Is there somewhere to see the potential bingo sheet? Yeah, actually, we'll do a little more bingo looking at right after this run's done. This was just sort of a little kind of mixing it up, trying out the New Game Plus route, and having a grand time. So you can just go to like bingosync.com, and an old version of it is up there now that I made like a year ago. I've refined it a bit since, but I haven't submitted the new version yet. And even once I do, it'll still, if last time was any indication, take a while to get updated, but the bonkers thing is that like any percent runners have managed to get like their runs, the world record, down to a minute faster than this without having this silly flight strategy. Okay, yeah, this is the direction I was supposed to go. I see. Yeah, invisible wall there because I was off the mark a little bit. There we go. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not going to get sub 15, but could be a lot worse. There we go. 1504. That's shaving a lot of time off already. Hey, we're further up the board. If I submitted this time, I'm in 7th place. Need to shave another 20 seconds off to get to 6th. Another minute off to get to 5th. And then it starts getting a little more competitive. A little bit. It's really the top 3 that are the sub 13 crowd. Which is pretty wild. What was Carrie's reaction when she found out about the ragdoll thing? She was delighted as well. Goodness. Maybelline, thank you very much for the 15 gifted subs. It's very kind of you. Y'all enjoy the emotes. The new emotes. The 4 new animated emotes. That was very generous of you, Maybelline. Thank you. 1 friend per minute. Cosmic Dad would be disappointed. Not at all. Well, maybe Cosmic Dad, but there's no pleasing that guy. Gracious. Simple Chaos, thank you also for the 10 gifted subs. Y'all are too kind. Goofballs. I appreciate it very much. Sweethearts, a lot of you. Yeah, here, I'll pull up the bingo board here again. Not yet revealed, but yeah, we'll pull up another board and look at what sort of like a random smattering we get and use that as an opportunity for figuring out more things I don't know yet that I need to learn. Because we've already got like a small list here. I need to do some work figuring out exactly how much scrap you get from different friend quests, which friend quests give specific items, and which friend quests... Goodness. Y'all goofs. Thank you, Bob Ollie, for the 10 gifted subs. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you very much. Bunch of sweethearts out here. Gifting out subs to everybody. Enjoy the emotes. I appreciate it very much. I feel like one day, once I've practiced it a little bit, I should do another recorded one, like little final bonus Lil Gator Game episode on Playframe channel proper, doing the New Game Plus mode run, because that'll also be a good excuse to actually do the proper 100% ending of the game, which I didn't know was a thing until after we'd already finished recording all that stuff. If you do get all the friends and all the scrap on the island, you can go and talk to your sister and like everyone leaves the island to go home for the day and there's like one last little scene, which is cute. Maybe someday I'll do that once I've practiced a bit. But yeah, okay, let's set up for bingo time. Not actually like running and racing it and trying to do fast, just trying to figure out what I don't know yet and need to learn before I have to commentate in front of who knows how many people. So let's see. So let's just go ahead and start the new game and reveal the board. I'll have a look at it during opening scene. So what do we got? We got break 5 things with the laser sword, for which we would need to do Andromeda's quest. Shoot the bird for Eva. Break 5 things with the bowling bomb, which means doing what's his name's quest? Flint, I think. Hey, thank you for the 500 bits, Sammy. Appreciate that very much. Let's see, return Kaysen's broken scooter. It's nice and fast. Break 5 things with the Paleolithic tool, which means doing Suzanne's quest. This is one of the study group. Prep kids, I guess. Chase the beetle for Antony, also one of that group. Acquire 6 toys, which will take a good bit of scrap. Break 5 things with the princess wand. Now here, I'll read through this before running around. That means doing Tiffany's quest, which is fast. Fight the waterfall monsters for Penelope. Complete Skate Pug's time trial. Complete Romeo's ninja trial. Break 5 things with a shuriken. Save Darcy from balloons. break 5 things with a wooden sword. So yeah, that's like one of the only objectives I can think of that would actually be a great reason to not take the any percent speed running route, going for the shield first, and instead going and doing this thing with Jill first, and like grabbing the sword or grabbing the stick, doing the thing for Jill, going back, getting the sword too. Because once you've done that, then we can just go back up. I guess it wouldn't be much faster, but it would be a good way to guarantee that you are getting to the sword faster than someone who's doing the traditional any percent thing. Because then you got the sword, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. That would be like, haha, I'm on the board. Okay, complete Pepperoni's obstacle course. Choose a pose for Joe. Build Tom's castle project. There's a lot of fast ones in here. Do water hops for Samantha, swap lunches for the lunch friends, clean Mr. Dollar's roof, acquire 6 hats, break 3 treasure chests, destroy pot-scaring scooter, fetch Sam's pencil, please, and knock over 4 trash cans. There's only like 2 lengthier ones in this whole thing, and that's just acquiring toys and hats. I'm curious, if I just went around not intentionally making anything, how many of these quests would just give me a free sword or hat? I think you have to make the laser sword. Paleolithic tool you get for free. The bug net you get for free by doing Antony's thing. So that's already, we're already up to 3 swords, counting the wooden sword we just got. Wait, is the sword on here or am I mixing it up? It's toys. It's not sword, it's toys. My bad. Misread. Where's the please? Oh, near the bottom right, fetch Sam's pencil 3 times, please. Just, it's a thing that Sam says a lot. Whenever there's a like character speech quirk, I try to squeeze it in if it makes sense. Because like I was actually pretty intentional with the language for the friend quests on here, because if you just say like, do Romeo's quest, there's like 55 characters on this island. Even speedrunners are gonna have a little bit of a hard time remembering, wait, which one was Romeo? So like, that's why I intentionally said like, included language that was a reminder of what they ask you to do. Complete Romeo's ninja trial. Well, for most runners, that'll be like, oh, okay, right, that one. Save Darcy from balloons. Right, that's the one who's floating away in balloons. Fetch Sam's pencil 3 times. They're the ones that say please all the time. Stuff like that. Like, I think that makes it a little easier to parse quickly. Skate Puck's time trial doesn't give you anything but scrap. So, okay, we need toys and hats, not swords and hats. So that's different. Paleolithic tools, a sword, scooters a shield. That's a shield. All right, so bowling bomb would be 1 toy you get for free. Doing Eva's quest would get you a camera you can make for 600, which is pricey. Romeo's ninja trial gives you the blueprint for the bandana, the ninja bandana, which is expensive to make, but also makes you run a little faster. So there's an advantage there. Break 5 things with a shuriken. You have to spend 500 doing that quest to get that thing, but that's a worthwhile one to get anyway. And that'd be another toy. Balloons you get for free for saving Darcy, I think. So that's 2 free ones. Mr. Dawdler's roof gives you bubblegum for free. That's 3. I think those are the only ones you get for free. That's still 3 free ones, which ain't bad. And then there's a few other paid ones that overlap with some of the other objectives here. For hats, I think there's actually not a ton of hat ones in here. The ninja trial would give you 1 blueprint for 1. That can't be it. Skate Pug's trial, I think, gives you a blueprint for a helmet. No. Pepperoni's obstacle course gives you a blueprint for a helmet. Is that it? Yeah, you might have to, like, if you want hats, I think we'd have to go out of our way for finding other quests that give you hats. Which is a lot of them. So, okay, let's start running around and figuring things out. There's also an objective for breaking 3 treasure chests, I think. And there's at least 3 of those on this island here. I think one of them's just like right around here. Yeah, but we can't climb yet, so I don't know. Nope, not without the shield or the stamina bracelet. Not reaching that. I found a button and it takes money from Bezos. Everyone wins. Thank you for the 5 months, Caffeine. I appreciate it. So happy that you made bingo for the game. We're looking. Hey, Scott. Goodness, sorry. I just realized you were here. One of the devs for the game is in here now. Hi, Wobble Scott. I hope you're doing well these days. And you're very welcome. Any excuse to continue playing more of this game. It's just a delight to be in. It is the most, like, comfort game for me ever. Very excited to watch some far more accomplished runners than I racing at this thing tomorrow. They were already a blast to watch and kind of practice the other day. All right, let's just practice this some more, because frankly, I need to practice at it, even though I'm not doing any percent runs anymore. There's another treasure chest back here, which is risky, but there we go. And that's why it's risky. It's fine. Treasure. Always fun seeing people tear the game apart. Here's a question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I love the smoke trail you get while, like, building up speed from ragdolling. Was that like an intentional thing added specifically for ragdolling, or was that just a, like, if you build up past a certain speed, just add the smoke trail effect? Because it's really delightful. You may also not remember at this point. It's probably been years since you were working on that stuff. But Ragdoll being speed tech now makes me so happy. Thanks for that gifted sub there, Yen. I've done everything on Tutorial Island. Let's go ahead and just grab that last treasure chest just for the heck of it, because I know where it is as opposed to a lot of the other ones. I think it was specific to Ragdoll. I like the idea that it's an uncontrollable plummet rather than controlled descent. It really adds something to, especially the Ragdoll flight thing, where you're just zooming around the entire island and rocketing toward your next friend like a meteor. It is the best. Oh, I didn't do Avery's thing. That's why things weren't advancing. I knew I'd forgotten something. I'm continually impressed at how much y'all managed to capture just the fun spirit of play for its own sake in this game's just movement and objectives and such. It's not easy to do. Okay, I did already do your thing already. Oh, I didn't make the hat, so I didn't complete the thing. Still in New Game Plus Run mode. But okay, we have broken treasure chests. If I was, like, actually racing at this and hadn't already spent nearly 11 minutes just tootling around on Tutorial Island, which is not widely used speed running strategy. What would I do next? Scoot across the water. It amazes me how fast that its bites and shovel claws are able to figure out routing on the fly. It's pretty incredible. Excited for y'all to see. They go fast enough that I will have to... It'll be work for me to mentally keep up with what they're doing fast enough to commentate on it. I'd want to make sure we run by Roy so that we could start Roy's quest and be able to knock over trash cans for that goal. Sam is over there. Joe's over there, but we need to talk to the cool kids first. Penelope is kind of over there, a little further out. I'd probably start with study group just because that's like an easy way to... There's like one or two things that are kind of over there, and that's an easy way to start and complete. What did I bump into? Oh, I'm not. Goodness. Gotta actually finish the thing. As someone who's done Kingdom Hearts 2 bingo some, it's one of those things that just comes with getting used to the game. Like, the more you're used to thinking about your options, the easier routing for odd goals becomes. That makes a lot of sense, and that's just something I have so little practice with, even as the person who made the bingo. Makes sense. That's the part where I'm struggling most. Let's go start things with, well... You know, let's not. Let's do something like, let's go a route that I am less familiar with, just to sort of test my knowledge on that. If I was not doing any percent route, what things would I take for granted from having from that route that I would suddenly not have and not realize? Like, I'd want to get bubblegum for sure. So I'd probably like prioritize, let's get down to Roy fast because we can start doing Roy stuff, run to Dawdler from there. And then if there's anything else like in that area, maybe we stick around. Otherwise, we just head right up to the mountain and start doing things up there because there's more up there. I think one more. Oh, I guess it won't give me the alert as to how many I need if I haven't talked to Roy yet, which is fine. I know I got enough. All right, so there's one trash can. Let's head over to Dawdler so we can have balloon, 2 trash can. There we go. Did I grab a projectile at all? No, I didn't stop for it. That's fine. So we cleaned the roof. There's not a lot else that the Paleolithic tool, I guess, is one thing that'd be nice. But I don't need a total number of swords for the goal, so, like, I could prioritize other goals more. Any goals that involve hats or toys. I need Shuriken and the Ninja Trial anyway, so, like, from here, Ninja Kids are going to guess and be wrong. Yeah, no, they're this way. Generally. Is Pepperoni's task on this one? It is. But I don't have a projectile weapon. Stopping by, like, a if I was going through this route, stopping by a zoo would have been way smarter. Yeah, hang on. Get some elevation, figure out where we are and what we're doing. Other than badly losing a hypothetical race. Got a shuriken now, though, so projectile weapons are good. Especially if you're trying to do speed objectives. There's another one. There's one like back here somewhere that I always forget. There we go. Gives us the blueprint for hat. Or does it? No, we have to do the... I didn't realize we get nunchuck and hat from this one here. Interesting. Hey! Try to swim, jump, throw is not the way to do this at all. Sorry, Oscar. That's where you get the blueprint for that. Okay. Don't have enough scrap for it yet. But if it's the sort of thing that's on the way, you can totally do like little time trials as you go to try to get a little more scrap on route. Like so. Let's see. We could do Eva's thing out here. Because we have balloon. And that's all you need. There we go. Yeah. Good video game. Definitely wanted to call on that classic game feeling where you can just do things. Yeah, it really nails it. And it... Like, it's not the sort of thing that I'd have... it's not the sort of thing that I'd have noticed missing if it wasn't there. But, like, now that I, like, have experienced it in this one, like, it kind of just struck me how few games I play where it feels like that's a intentionally considered part of, like, the design experience, even down to just, like, locomotion and traversal and all that sort of thing. Like, Nintendo's pretty good at it. And there's definitely some other devs out there, indie and, like, AAA, who clearly, like, have that as a priority that they're considering along the way. But I've definitely worked on plenty of games where that was not... like, even if it was considered, it wasn't, like, certainly a top-of-the-list priority. Understandably in many games cases, but... There's a lot of low-detail trees hiding in the fog. Let's see, I've just been running around not actually considering goals for a second. I did the Ava thing. I think if I was actually racing here, I would probably be ignoring the 6 toys and 6 hats thing entirely. I would just be focusing on all the faster things you can do. So, like... The mountain region is generally a pretty target-rich environment, but you'd want to have bubblegum at least for that. For the verticality. And the bubblegum's on the other side of the island, almost. Oh, thanks for the 11 months, Kevlar. Much appreciated. Having to choose from so many things to do first requires some careful routes. We need an OR Gator. And like spending a long time doing mental calculation here, which is obviously not what you'd want to be doing in a race. Could probably like scoot around the outside edge of the island and kind of reach a lot of various objectives pretty quickly. Like Samantha's kind of on the outside edge coast of the island. So is Flint. Trash can. Where's my... Okay, yeah, we're set up. Good, 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 good. Skate Pugs time trials out here. Oh, another treasure chest if we needed one. Which doesn't really help with the time trial, but you know. And now, of course, you and that one. There we go. Is that Croc Link? Basically. A lot chattier than Link, but in a good way. I'd like to think that Link's internal monologue is somewhat similar. There's Samantha's. Where was Samantha on this thing anyway? Completed that thing. Have definitely broken things with shurikens. Yeah, Darcy's on the outer edge too, actually. This is not a terrible, like... No, didn't do that. Didn't do that. Did do that. There it is. Like, weirdly, I think in a lot of scenarios, like, scooting around the outside coast of the island would probably not be the best routing option, but, like, for this particular board, it's actually not bad for nailing a lot of them really quick. And you'd probably have real good odds of reaching a lot of them before your opponent, unless your opponent was doing the same thing. Oh yeah, the goal was just to break 5 things with a bowling bomb. It's not even the it's not even the time trial itself, although the time trial itself kind of makes it easiest to do. So I feel like that, yeah, like those clusters count as like 4 things on their own. There's another one done. Kaysen's broken scooter is not far from here. Would definitely have been smart to have stopped by the playground to build Tom's Castle project by this point. Because that would have been doable long ago, and it's pretty fast. Wow, yeah, a lot of these objectives are actually pretty close to the coast. That feels like an unusual event in a cool way. It's not the fastest, but we could do Penelope's thing. And judging whether it's fast or not, I guess really comes down to how good you as an individual runner are with your aim. Which is definitely one of my weakest points. No, no. Oh dear. Good enough. Yeah, that gives you a blueprint, I think. Not a full... Yeah, no, just blueprint. Okay. Lunch Bunch is right out here. That's another one that's, like, ripe for the doing and also really easy to grab a bunch of scrap just getting there. There we go. Are there any projectiles that are easier to aim than others? Good question, actually. They do seem to each, like, be better for different circumstances, and I think that my judgment on them is somewhat weighted by the ones that I've had the most practice with in a speedrunning context, because, like, the Shuriken definitely, like, has the range and flies the straightest, so if you're needing something that's far away, to hit something far away, the Shuriken is, like, easiest by far. The rock skipping makes it easier to, like, potentially hit multiple things without aiming directly at them. Being able to, like, I could just throw a rock in here, and I feel like I'd be more likely to hit multiple things as it kind of bounced around and through the place than with the shurikens. And when I'm trying to hit lots of things that are on the ground, I feel like the rock is sometimes better for that, if the bounces are favorable. But, like, for Andromeda's thing specifically, it's kind of the perfect time, I think, anyway, to get the dart gun, because even though its range is not as good, it fires them so fast, and especially for me, who's very spray and pray in that section, trying to go fast. That's actually quite useful. I think, like, by default, my go-to would probably be Shuriken in most circumstances, but there are cases where the other two are most useful. But I've not, like, gotten a lot of practice with... because it's not on the route, and it's, like, in Roy's stuff, I've not gotten a lot of practice with, like, the paint gun or the sticky hand and stuff like that. I feel like I should try. I should try to play around just for funsies, not in any kind of racing context, and see what those things do. Weirdly, like, I was starting to kind of, like, get reacquainted with the game about a week ago when I learned about the race happening, and I've been figuring out things I didn't know already. Like, I didn't realize, oh, the inner tube floats on the water, like, by default and, like, maintains speed better. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. And the, like, tower shield has a totally different, like, animation for riding on. Like, that rules. Like, I didn't know that. I love all the little... There's a lot more little individual unique touches for each gadget than I realized playing. The sticky hand goes crazy once you get the hang of it. Yeah, I've heard, like, I saw some folks kind of in, like, speedrun chat in the Discord talking about some, like, nonsense they were getting up to. I think I need to play with that one more. Tower shield also floats. Oh! See, look at me learning more things. You're right. Yeah, it seems like all the better for, like, fast water-based speed. I like it. I wonder, and you might have thoughts on this, you might not know either. I wonder if the fact that the game itself doesn't really, like, demand that you make, like, much... Since it does not demand a whole lot of, like, nuance from you in terms of play, you do not have to, at any point, use, like, take advantage of or use any of the, like, special, unique quirks that any of these toys have to proceed and progress through the game. You don't have to know any of that stuff. It's only if you want to. I wonder if that further, like, encourages and incentivizes that just, like, playing for the heck of it kind of mentality. Like, would it feel a little bit less like that, just fun playing around, if the game was actually asking it of me? Because I could see it, maybe. Like, maybe it actually would feel a little bit less like just my own fun, self-directed play if the game was telling me to do it. Or, like, rewarding me in a, like, explicit progression way for doing it. That's probably different for different players, but, like, I imagine that could be the case for people who aren't just me. That's the sort of thing that I would like to tap into, be having lunch at a game studio while a bunch of other designers were also having lunch at a table across from me, arguing about it. That's the kind of argument, lunchroom studio argument, that I would delight in listening, in like snooping on. Your thought is that if the game is telling something of you, it's also telling you about something. That's also true. Like, I would for sure, if like the game was telling me to do a thing, I would for sure be learning more. Like, I would know more of these things about each of these individual tools and what they can do. That's also a fair point. Though it is also really fun having this discovery, like this moment of discovery a year and a half later of like, wait, this shield floats? Oh, it does. And it seems to like not get bounced around and thrown off course as easily as a lot of the other shields do. That might be my imagination, but I feel like I'm just like, unless I'm hitting like a wall, I feel like I'm holding course a lot more easily on this one. That's possibly a little bit of placebo effect, but feels like it. It's a fun game to play around in. I haven't been playing bingo for like 10 minutes. Let's see. Definitely have knocked over some trash cans, that's for sure. I believe we've saved Darcy from balloons. Yeah, we did. Fought waterfall monsters for Penelope. We're writing the evidence as we speak. In a bingo context, we'd only need one more objective to win. In a bingo context, we'd have lost 20 minutes ago. For those of you who are here, I'm glad you're getting like a fun taster of like the bingo experience, but also in a way where it'll be all the more like darned impressive seeing its bites and shuffle claws do this at an incredibly faster speed. There's those goals there. What are the other things that I need to figure out in advance of commentating on this tomorrow? Other than which friends give which rewards and which ones you have to spend scrap on as opposed to getting for free at the end of the quest. Let's make another 100% file real fast, just because then I can fly around and that's a little faster for zooming. Thank you very much, Scott, for implementing this new Game Plus, like, mode. I know it was not at all a reason you had in mind for it, but it has, like, introduced a speedrun category that I am so excited for, like, that is getting me back into wanting to speedrun this again. Happy to have the excuse. We do need a Lil Gator themed emote in here. Yeah, you 100% implemented the new Game Plus category with speedrunning in mind. Actually, okay, now that you mention it, I can sort of see it. Especially given sort of like the debate that was going on as to whether, like, should we allow the, like, having a completed file so that you can insta-throw the rock for Zoo, like, that... I remember that debate going on in the Discord. I could see it coming up. Wanted to see people speedrun with more item variety, and Darn, it worked in the best way. Because again, for anyone who's just joining, in the New Game Plus category, you can do this. You do have to complete the tutorial island technically, but the tyranny of gravity need hold you no longer. Say goodbye to solid Earth. Who needs it? Walking with legs is for suckers. Whee! Yeah, there we go. What's the total number of friends in this game? That could be an emote bit number. 56, I want to say. 55 and then 56, I want to say, including Big Sis. I may be wrong, but that's my... I think that's correct. Okay, now we can sail. So let's see. I do definitely, this has nothing to do with commentary. I do definitely, as a runner, need to get a better understanding of the lay of the land. Like, I've even literally seen the top-down map of this island many a time, and yet I still get lost so easily. Like, Tutorial Island is over there. That's where you start. There, that big tree is where sort of like the prep kids are. Study group. Then over here near the wind turbine. I'm never going to be able to say or think the word windmill normally ever again. That's where the cool kids are. And then drama kids are this way. Wait, interact, shield, jump, and weapon can all be on the same button with contextual actions. Oh, yeah. I have over 1,000 hours in Hollow Knight, and I still get lost in Green Path sometimes. That's a mood. And same. Kind of the same with every single zone in Hollow Knight. I don't have that many hours in it, but boy, I can still get lost in all of them. It's 58 with Big Sis. Thank you for the correction. People still won't let me live down the windmill thing? No, although sometimes in a really funny way. Like someone in comments on the Elden Ring randomizer that Dan and I are doing pointed out that the name of the weapon that I started out with that I couldn't remember where I got it from, it comes from the Windmill Village. Which is, like, I gotta admit, that's pretty funny. One of the objectives I have, it hasn't shown up on any of the boards yet. Here, actually, I can read you the full list of objectives I currently have in here. So let's see. So in no particular order, well, the order I have them written in, but they pop up randomly. Complete Pepperoni's obstacle course. Shoo the bird away for Eva. Swap lunches for the lunch friends. Fight waterfall monsters for Penelope. Choose a pose for Joe. Fetch Sam's pencil 3 times, please. Complete Skate Pug's time trial. Destroy Tanner's fake pots. Destroy all of Neil's shameful creations. Destroy the pots scaring scooter. Return Kaysen's broken scooter. I wonder if maybe I should choose a different word for that one. I guess it only really comes up if the, 2 quests come up back to back. It's fine. Complete Flint's bowling bomb challenge. Complete Romeo's ninja trial. Fetch Gene his sandwich. Chase the beetle to Anthony. Have ice cream with Esme. Shoot down the mothership for Andromeda. Rustle the cow kids for Velma. Help Jada care for Magnolia. Put Duke on trial. Roleplay with Lucas. Build Tom's castle project. Deliver 10 pieces of litter to Roy. Matchmake Cade and Marlowe. Do a sick flip for Twig, yeah. Beat Tony at chess. Clean Mr. Dodler's roof. Do water hops for Samantha. Save Darcy from balloons. Climb to the top of the radio tower, which I have now confirmed you can do with only one stamina bracelet if you're using the sort of like balloon gravity defiance sort of trick. It's tricky to do, but you can just do it with just one stamina bracelet. It's nice to have that figured out. An assortment of like befriend X number of characters, like befriend 5, befriend 10, 20, 35. Odds are only 1 or 2 of those will ever pop up. And in a given board, complete 3, 5, or 7 time trials. Buy 3 items from Roy, and most of them cost, let me refresh on that actually. I feel like most of Roy's items are in the like 500 ballpark, give or take. Goodness, Ragdoll Flight is the best. Where's them aluminum cans? Here we go. Gather litter, quick. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, I have all the things already. I'll check that on another file later. Right, New Game Plus. Although, goodness, in New Game Plus, well, it'd be interesting making... I wonder how New Game Plus, like a New Game Plus variant would work for bingo. You'd need a completely different, like, goal list, and I think the available options would probably end up being a lot shorter since you have all this stuff already, so that kind of... Like, you need to make a lot more goals around using the stuff in creative or more, like, involved ways. Like, it would be a thing where, like, break 30 things with a certain tool, or ragdoll fly from one end of the island to the other. Like, you need to come up with different kinds of lists. Anyway, sorry, there's still more on the list to go through. Buy 3 items from Roy. Get 2, 3, or all stamina bracelets. Acquire 3 or 6 hats. Acquire 3 or 6 swords. Acquire 3 or 6 shields. Acquire 3 or 6 toys. Ragdoll off the highest peak on Tutorial Island, which Shovel Claws did as the final tile to win one of the practice runs, which is incredible style points. Ride the Billy Spout in all 3 locations. I like that one because that's not anything that you will do as any kind of objective in the main game, but it involves like going to kind of 3 pretty far away points, completing Billy's quest somewhere, and then going to all the locations Billy can be. Complete Jill's Prep Kids quest entirely, complete Avery's Drama Club quest, complete Martin's Cool Kids quest, break 3 or 5 treasure chests, and then like have 1,000 scrap in your possession at once, knock over 4 trash cans, and then just like a whole lot of break 5 things with X, like shuriken, wooden sword, bowling bomb, paintbrush, laser sword, cardboard spear, bug net, oversized pencil, wrench, Paleolithic tool, princess wand, etc. I think that's the full list. What bingo card alone do I think takes the longest? Probably not one that will be in the improved version I'm working on now. If you were to generate some cards based on the Lil Gator Game like set in bingosync.com right now, it includes some things like befriending Roy, which requires doing the litter collection and then buying all of the things from Roy, which is so much scrap you have to spend. It's like it's definitely like the longest one to do. I don't know why I put that one in there in the first draft. It guarantees that if that one's on the board, it's almost definitely the last one that's getting done. And it's going to get done way later than everything else. So, like... not a good one for the list. I think I also previously had more numbers of, like, befriend X number of characters, which was too many because it was filling out too many tiles on the board. You'd have, like, 3 or 4 or even 5 sometimes tiles on the board that were just, like, befriend X number of friends, which is kind of runner's choice on which ones they're doing, but not in an interesting way. Oh, there are a lot of requests for a map. I believe it. I think the relatively small size of this open world makes it pretty manageable without a map, especially by the time you've kind of gotten toward end game on this thing. You have so many, like, even if you're not using silly mobility options like this, you have infinite stamina. You have so many ways of getting around pretty quickly that it's fairly easy to do so. I feel like this game does pretty well with, like, without a map. It's not true for all, but yeah. For animated gator remote, or for a gator remote, you could have an animated little ragdoll gator flying around, maybe. That could be pretty cute. It does feel like it needs to be something involving ragdoll or zooming. Speed. I'm so happy this speed tech exists. It is my favorite thing. So it's this like little quadrant of the island that I'm always like forgetting exactly where everything is. Just like this little subset of it. Like right around here, like we're right over Tony and the chess challenge. Further over this way, like Marlo and Kate over here. Cool Kids up this way, past Dawdler's place. But like if I was on ground level and like having to find, oh, okay, where's Ninja Kids? Where's Ninja Kids? That's where I'd start getting lost. And Ninja Kids are not here exactly. Here they are, kind of on the outer edge near the coast. That's helpful to know because I think I just never think of them in, like, think of their location in that way. I think that might help me to mentally track it a little better. Where's Tiffany? Tiffany's further this way. Penelope's waterfall is back this other way, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe a lot further this way, actually. There we go. Kind of getting it. Whee! Ooh, is there a HoloCure update coming out on November 15th? That's going to be a good productivity killer. For me and a handful of others, I'm sure. Trailer dropped an hour ago. Guess I know what I'm doing after stream. I should probably reach out to Jones. Like, I know, like, he and I think we're planning on recording stuff later tonight. I should probably figure out when that is. Be sure to eat food before then. Not a productivity killer if you stream it. Fair point. Fair point. I would definitely stream some more HoloCure. Especially if there's new updates out with goodness knows what in it. Whee! Yeah, if any of y'all have not tried Lil Gator Game yet, highly recommend. Like, if me just, like, I've not even been doing an objective for the last 5 or 10 minutes. I've just been having fun running and scooting around. Not in very vanilla ways of scooting around, granted, but it's just fun to do. Highly recommend. Whee! I think one of the real one of the challenges for commentating tomorrow is even more than kind of like having the knowledge of the game itself in my head, because to an extent, that's just kind of a bonus. Like, we can be watching what the runners are doing, and it's not too hard to guess what their plans are. And it's not like I have to be able to guess 10 steps ahead or anything to explain what's happening in the here and now. I think the real challenge will be explaining basics fast enough, early enough, so where the runners aren't halfway through the race by the time I finish. So I need to figure out like how to explain kind of like the basics of this race in a very concise way. Probably try to plan that out in advance as much as I can. Is this the first GDQ I've ever been involved in? It is the first. Yeah, it is the first GDQ thing I've ever like had any kind of like direct participation in beyond like watching and donating to, which I'm thrilled for because I love GDQ. It's like awesome games done quick and summer games done quick are like two of my favorite things that happen each year. Even if I like don't tend to have a lot of time to actually watch, I'm just always like, the time I can tune in, I adore. I'm so happy it's happening. I love the like vibe of GDQ as a charity event and sort of like a community shaping event for speedrunning at large. I love what they do, and I am thrilled to get to directly participate in some way. Sorry, Tanner. Didn't mean to break real pots. True, that's true. I suppose some of like, I don't know if it counts as like official involvement with the GDQ, but there have been a couple of times where characters have met, like through donation incentives, have been given names based on me or Dan's characters. Like I think there was in It's Bites' Lil Gator Game run, which Shovelclaw's actually commentated on, the two people who are racing tomorrow, a year or so ago. I think the Gator was named Floyd for that one, which was an incredible honor and that made me just smile all day. And there was a Dark Souls run, no, Bloodborne run, I think, a few years back where the player character got named Lady Jingle, which also made both of us just so happy. Yeah, it was total glee from my end. Just like, it's probably my favorite just GDQ run in even without the like name it, like the the Gator being named for me in that run, which was just super flattering and an honor in its own. Like getting to watch that game run very well, like very close to setting a new world record in the like marathon run, which is uncommon and just like really well done run by its Bytes. I enjoyed every second of it. And yeah, actually, and also, yeah, that's worth shouting out as well. The fact that its Bytes and Shovel Claws have maybe the perfect combination of runner like handles for running this game in particular. This Bytes versus Claws is very good. And they both run a bunch of other games too. I think, I mean, last I checked, I guess it was a year ago, but like its Bytes was still the record holder for Psychonauts 2. I think like Wavetail, a handful of other things. Same case with Shovel Claws. Running tons of different games. Being in the top 3 of quite a few of them. If not, like, leading in several categories. They're both pretty incredible. I'm definitely just tootling around and not doing anything like actually useful at this point, but should probably start winding it down. Make sure to get some food before I'm supposed to record more things into a microphone with Jones. Its Bytes still #1 on Psychonauts 2. Wow, that's impressive. Unless he's been like improving his time further over the last year. That means that time he set has held for a long time, which is impressive in its own right. Oh, did Bytes do the speedrun of Psychonauts 2, like, with the devs present? That's great. Bytes and Claws have good tasting games. But yeah, I'll start winding down. We'll figure out who to raid for a bit. Thank you all so much for hanging out today, though. This was super fun. I've had a grand old time. Thanks to so many of you for like subscribing and such too. Goodness, and gifting subs. Y'all got out of hand with the gifted subs today. I'm very grateful. Noodling around with this was like 30% of the development of the game. That doesn't surprise me, but it does make me still quite happy to hear. You made a game that's very, very fun to noodle around in. I'm very glad you were able to pop in and hang out with us for a while, Scott. I'm quite flattered and, yeah, just still very impressed and thrilled with the work y'all did on this. So thank you. I'm looking forward to tomorrow as well. It's going to be a good time. So yeah, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific, on Games Done Quick's Twitch channel. The race will begin. Probably 2 rounds of it, if I had to guess. And then after that, will be some Pseudo Regalia racing, I think. Which should also be a lot of fun to watch. Movement in that game is also extremely cool. Challenging, but extremely cool. Much to enjoy. Let's see now. Who's on? Well, heck, appropriately enough, Games Done Quick is doing... Okay, well, it's seasonal as well. So, Games Done Quick, someone is speedrunning... like, they're doing speedrunning spooky, scary games right now, and someone's on mouthwashing right now. So if you don't want spooky, scary, then maybe now's a great time to dip out. But let's go hop over and see some folks running games like actually fast, though. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow over on GDQ. Goodbye.